Time. Yes, come on in, smooth. Let's do this. Niners! Boom. Time for the 49ers. Stop fooling around, fam. It's time to get serious. Hawks, part one. Couldn't get well on the Rams. Thank you, Ronnie Bell. But you know what? I think this might be it. 49ers, I can feel they've got the sense of urgency. Stop losing to inferior teams. Get serious, get it done. Nick Bosa reflected yesterday. I'll tell you more about what he said. But 49ers week 6 versus Hawks predictions. You make the call. Niners versus Hawks. That used to be the most unique matchup of the NFC West, with the traditions involved in that and all. Every year until the Super Bowl personnel began an exodus to bigger cash destinations, as is always the case. Usually with Super Bowl teams, people say, I'm going to take that player and pay him more money than you can, and there's nothing you can do about it. So, and that killed the Hawks pretty much. As was the case, so with the 49ers, we fell completely apart with the Jim Harbaugh exit, right? All right, so the bitterness between the two franchises continues to linger as Seattle, no matter what, continues to seem to be able to come up with a competitive team every year, regardless of the personnel. You know what? Salute to you, Hawks, because when you had a team that I said looked at and laughed, you still competed. So, good on you. The Hawks lead the NFC West, in fact, with a 3-2 record. I don't know how they do it. I'm watching the game, and I watched this game yesterday twice. Go back for 40 minutes, watch the whole game in about 40 minutes. I said, San Francisco has an uncalled for 2-3 record. Niners can mathematically take the NFC West, though, lead with a win over their division opponent by equaling the record of the Hawks at 3-3, with a win tomorrow night, of course, because the records will be the same, but of course it'll be the head-to-head thing going on there. Until, of course, the Cardinals, who could actually own the league. This makes no sense. The Cardinals could actually take over the league of the NFC West, depending upon what they do Sunday. But right now, to the phones, we're going to go for your weekly take and prediction on what you're expecting from the Niners versus Hawks in this particular Week 6 matchup. The Niners wasted no time making a decision on a kicker to replace the injured Jake Moody yesterday or early Tuesday morning. The Niners reportedly signed veteran kicker Matthew Wright. I've heard his name before, but I can't remember the last time I've seen anybody by that name. I've been thinking about the Hawks. No, I can't. I don't know who's Matthew Wright. But according to Tom Pelissero of NFL Network, Wright won a kicker derby that was competitive against Pelissero. That's cute, Tom. According to Adam Schefter of ESPN, the Niners also worked out kickers. Anders Carlson, I remember him. He's good. I didn't imagine, why is he out of a job? Riley Patterson, Matt Coughlin, and Randy Bullock. This via Adam Schefter on Twitter. The 911 on Wright. Over 24 career games, Wright has kicked for Steelers, Jaguars, Chiefs, and Panthers. That always, I really am uncomfortable with that. Why did everybody get rid of him? His resume also includes having made 40 of 47 field goals in his career, with his career long coming from 59 yards. What's wrong with 40 of 47? He's been around for how long? That doesn't sound bad. He's got a 59-yarder. Why is he available? Two positions I worry about: offensive linemen and special teams people like kickers. Why are they not employed? What did they do? And are they going to do it to us? The Niners Week 6 Seahawks time found round one tomorrow in the Emerald City. And you know how it is playing in Hawksville. They're noisy. Tuesday marked the 49ers' only full practice of the week. Coach Shanahan did keep it a light session due to the short week of prep, given that the team played just 2 days ago and got a stupid beating again. Niners will conduct a walkthrough today, as they traditionally do, the day before the game. It was closed to the media, of course. By now, you heard Hufanga suffered torn ligaments in his wrist during Sunday's game against the Cards, making him a candidate for the IR. And that decision was made today. Hufanga was designated to the IR. Shanahan can't be quoted saying it will be at least a month, probably longer. Talanoa, man, I don't know. It's really getting frightening for him. Doesn't he need to sign a contract this year, or was it? It's very interesting. Mooney was also a potential candidate for the IR after sustaining a high ankle sprain against the Cards, trying to do the work that his people in front of him were supposed to be doing. Somebody said that no, he was pushed it. No, Jake made the tackle all by himself. There wasn't another 49er for another foot or two. I said, man, what the hell? Come on, guys. Why are you making Jake make the play? Anyway, Shanahan speculated it could be a month before we see Jake again, suggesting an IR stint might be likely for him, but he's not going to do it. Shanahan also, his feelings about high ankle sprains, they could last up to 3 to 4 weeks. Some people possibly shorter, and then there's others that's going to be longer. So Shanahan would like to get, as soon as Jake's available, get your butt back out here. Also, some of the Niners' best of the best were limited on Tuesday. Mooney Ward is managing a knee bruise from the Cards game. I know, right? You're thinking about the same thing I'm thinking about. He's going to deal with who? Isn't that DK Metcalf? And there's something wrong with you? Anything wrong with you? He did a great job against DK last year. DK pumped him up, though. DK came out there talking trash. Who are you supposed to be? Shh. Maybe you better get some help. And Mooney proceeded to beat his ass. I was delighted. When asked Tuesday about his status, Mooney responded saying, "Quit, I feel good. Good enough? I feel good, yeah, I'm good." You better be good, Mooney. Because you know what? If you ain't, DK's going to embarrass you furiously. I hope you're serious. George Kittle, of course, who rarely plays without something hurt, is still recovering from his rib injury. And all-world Fred Warner continues to deal with that ankle injury. Both of these guys, though, Mooney and Fred were injured a couple of weeks ago, week 4 against the Patriots. Mooney did not look good last week, though, fam. He really didn't look against the Cards. So I hope he's healed up a little bit. How could he have healed up in 3 days? Maybe he gets fired up a little more for DK than he does anybody that's in Cardinalville, right? Both players were able to suit up against the Cards on Sunday and have decent games, and I mean by their standard. Especially Fred. Proud of him, though. Practice participation reports for both the Niners and Hawks from Tuesday. Did not participate in practice. Jordan Elliott, he's out. He's the one who got that block. Demetrius Flanagan-Foles, calf, he's out. Limited participation in practice. Jair Brown will be okay. Chris Conley's got an oblique. He's questionable. Tight end George Kittle, ribs. George does not care. Javarius Ward. They will be on hand. Fred Warner, as I mentioned, ankle. Full participation in practice, wide receiver Jacob Cowings. Okay, I want to see him get some action. Jacob, can you stay healthy this week? I'm starting to notice this with you. There's always something hurting. This is what happens to wide receivers in the first round. Well, he wasn't a first-round pick, though. It's kind of interesting. Jacob Cowings, he's kind of injury-prone, isn't he? Did not participate in practice. Derek Hall. Linebacker, Byron Murphy. He's Byron Murphy. Oh, hey, wait, I'm sorry. This is the Hawks. Let me get that straight. Linebacker Derek Hall foot did not participate in practice. Byron Murphy, he is out. Hamstring, defensive tackle. Uchenna Nwosu, that's a good player, too. He's out. Tarek Wallen, that's another good player. He's out. Uh-oh, Hawks. I saw you guys against the Giants. I don't know what you were doing, but Danny Dimes. Although I'll tell you, I want to say more about that in just a second here. Safety Julian Love, hamstring. These guys were limited in practice. These guys all made it to practice. They will be in the game. Tight end Pharaoh Brown. Tight end Noah Font. Well, I wanted out of the draft that year, defensive tackle Jonathan Hankins, safety Rayshon Jenkins, linebacker Boye Mafe, wide receiver DK Metcalf had a hand thing going on. He's okay. Tight end Brady Russell, shoulder, he will play. LaVisca Chenault, the Debo Samuel wannabe, he will be playing. He had a shin thing going on. Detroit defensive tackle Leonard Williams, ribs, he will be playing. Defensive tackle Cameron Young, knee, not going to stop him. Fam, the big matchup, though, is one I'm concerned about. Last year during the 2023 season, Week 12 was one of Mooney Ward's toughest assignments and one of his best performances of the year. He came, he seeked, he destroyed. Mrs. Ward's baby boy was assigned to cover the Hawks' DK Metcalf, and he did. Metcalf, 3 catches for 32 yards. Now that is a job well done. Can he do it this weekend? I don't know. The Hawks love to pass the ball this year, too. Time for the rematch. The matchup marks the 53rd all-time meeting between these two teams. And the Niners are aiming for the 6th consecutive victory over the Hawks. Did you ever see the day coming back when I was always crying? Circle it on your calendar, fam. Here come the Hawks on this date. And we proceeded to go in and get a good butt whooping. Was there a good butt whooping? It'd be Russell Wilson at the last few minutes of the play, as we always say. Wilson waits. The score's already close. They might be down by 1 or up by 2. Wilson waits. The 49ers rush right past him. Wilson runs for 30 yards. Each and every game. Every time we played Hawks. He did it not once, not twice. He did it every single time we played him. Made me crazy. I said, Niners, can we not do that this time? I mean, please not do that this time. It's embarrassing. Both teams are going to be fighting like hell for this game, too, fam. The Niners are coming off a home loss to the Cards, as we already well know. On offense, B.A. led the charge with 8 receptions for 147 yards, looking more and more like his old self. I suspect he'll look a little bit more like himself this weekend as well. Thursday. Jordan Mason tallied 14 carries for 89 yards, but sadly would have added to a chance for another 100-yard game had he just made that run without popping the ball up. And we probably would have scored and probably would have won the game. You see, people say, y'all blame the refs, you blame this, you blah, 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 blah. No, we blame ourselves. The Niners aren't getting beat by any team. There's no team. When the Niners are 100%, there is no team that can beat them, honestly. And that goes for the Chiefs, too. But they will make sure that they beat themselves. As we've seen it year after year. You got all the personnel you need. You found a way to lose it. You found a way. You didn't lose because you got beat up. There's been 2 or 3 games. I mean, Bengals beat up the 49ers last year. There's been a couple of times we did get beat up. But you can count them on your hand in the last 3 or 4 years. Brock Purdy completed 19 of 35 passes. Not a good game from him for 244 yards, including a touchdown pass to GK, who contributed 8 receptions for 64 yards, hurt ribs and all. Defensively, Fred Warner, tender ankle, and all be damned. He stood out with a season-high 12 tackles. What if he was 100% healthy and Dre Greenlaw was there? Do we win? I don't know. GK and Fred are the difference between just being a good player and one that can be labeled omnipotent. Leonard Floyd recorded 5 tackles and a sack on Kyler Murray. In the words of Bruce Willis, Leonard, welcome to the party, pal. I mean, Leonard, I really want to see you this weekend. Come on, man. Get in there. Nick Bosa added 4 tackles and 1 pass defended and an INT. The special teams unit also made an impact. Jordan Elliott blocking a 45-yard field goal attempt by the Cardinals, which returned by Debo for 45 yards. See, here's the question, Feb. When you look at all what happened in that game, you went on offense, defense, and special teams. What the hell happened? I guess they did better than we did in all 3 phases. I watched the Giants game. Fam, Danny Dimes was running all day long. Everybody on the Giants team was running all day long. They got a lot of yards pounding the ball, right? I'm looking at this, I'm saying, oh, wow. But every time we see a team that doesn't do well against the run, for some Unbelievable reason they do well against us against run. This is why Christian McCaffrey actually, and this is Kyle's fault to some degree too, and I don't blame Kyle for much, but listen, McCaffrey was always a threat as a wide receiver. No matter where you lined him up, whether it be in the backfield, whether it be slot, wherever you lined him up, he was a threat to be a receiver, right? So now the defense has to react to all that somehow, and they're always going to be out of position to make plays. That's what made the running game efficient, extremely efficient with Christian McCaffrey. The problem with Kyle is he doesn't seem to think, and I mean, here's a guy who paid $3,000 for a jugs machine in the offseason. He doesn't want to throw to Mason. After Mason may be partially in the doghouse anyway after this last game. But Kyle, if you would try to make him Christian McCaffrey light, maybe that defense may have to be play honest as they did with Christian. Maybe. Just a suggestion. And and by the way, Geno was throwing the ball like it was going out of style. And Bosa's take on that, they've kind of gotten away from the run, but we expect that to change this week. Nick, you're so right. They're going to run the ball. They're going to run the hell out of the ball this week because they think we can't stop the run. We're going to have to earn it because I'm sure they're not too happy with how the last game went in terms of how many times they gave it to the top back. We're expecting to probably get a heavy dose of that to start. Seattle starting running back Kenneth Walker III saw only 5 carries for 19 yards in last week's 29-20 loss to the Giants. Oh, you can believe that's going to stop. Why would you have a guy that's that good get that few carries and have Geno out there bombs away and getting beat up? And the Giants beat Geno's ass. They beat him up. And I'm sitting there, I'm laughing. Oh, we're going to kill him. Then I said, Nick's right. Geno's not going to be out there throwing 45, 50 times. They're going to run the ball. Charbonnet and Walker, look out. Here it comes. Betting odds. Niners are favored by 3.5 points in this game with an over-under of 47.5. I don't care. I'm not going to become unfaithful. I know. Homerish, I don't give a damn. 31-17, Niners. Damn right. Ain't nobody getting no beating. This game is way too important. And Nikita, my score is 49-27. Oh, wait, my 27 Hawks 17. And my dad said 49-31, Seahawks 37. Thanks, Nikita. Nikita also says, my dad won't be on. He has stitches in his mouth after they pulled 2 teeth. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, just reading that hurts. Pulled 2 teeth out of 8 oh my God, Michael, oh my God, I'll pray for Michael, fam. So far, he has a disease that makes his teeth loose. We're hoping that he can fix that. My dad, his face so bloated from all those shots and everything else. It's a pyorrhea, isn't it? Oh, poor guy. Oh, man. Matty, let's go up there. Matty! Get on up here, up in beautiful Bend, Oregon.
Ronbo, getting to be cold.
Yeah, I was about to ask you about that. No snow yet. You got another month to go before that. Yeah.
Oh no. There's no snow on the mountains yet.
It's a beautiful place.
And it's just, it's beautiful during the day, but yeah, it's just a little chilly at night. But
you got a fireplace?
That's just what it is. No, I have one of those fake little wood ones, one of those little electric ones, but not for around here anymore. Yeah. Around here anymore, like they're real tight on who has those anymore. Like you have to have an older home to kind of have one.
Yeah. So the modern homes are pretty nice.
The forest fires are.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that, and everybody should be cautious about that.
We're still burning up here.
God, because it's still that wonderful clicking sound with that wood burning. Anyway, we got to worry about the environment. You cannot have that area catch on fire. Matty, okay, here we go. Here come the Hawks. And
I know it's one of my.
Yeah, I know.
It's just one of those 2 games out of the season where I'm like, damn it. I just rattle back and forth my brain, because it's like we're at this point, Ronbo, and we have 2 for sure games that we shouldn't have lost. We gave up.
Can't afford any more now because you wasted those 2 losses.
No, not at all.
And you're right. It's a waste. You shouldn't have lost. You beat the teams you're supposed to beat, Niners. Stop clowning around. I don't care if Christian McCaffrey's out. That team is not so good that you absolutely need Christian McCaffrey to win. And they were, and the Rams were hurt. Jesus, Ronnie
well, and
Bell.
They just lost at home to the Giants.
I know. Did you see that game?
Yeah. Like, wow, man. Like, jeez.
When did Geno become Tom Brady?
Man.
He couldn't stop throwing the ball.
Well, him and also Sam Darnold, like they're both like coming of age, man.
Tom Brady disease.
It's killing me.
But it worked. And DK's going to try to do the same thing everybody else has done. Send somebody downfield deep, and we let them get it. Every game, we didn't do it this against the Cardinals. There was no deep shot down. Did they get a reception downhill on us?
No.
Okay, we finally missed a week. God.
Well, and we're going there, man. Like, it doesn't matter, like, what year it is, man. It's like, it's never friendly up in that area. Like, for whatever, it's just, it's like our kryptonite.
Fred loves it. Fred talks about it's hostile. They don't like us, and we know it. And, it pumps us up. Okay, you got it, Fred.
I wish, I just wish we had Dre. Greenlaw needs to be
Fred
playing.
Loves it that they don't like him. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He loves it. I think he feeds off it, man. I mean,
they do?
It was that NFC Championship game that got us in. Wasn't it Dre that stopped that guy from running in to score a touchdown?
One of the most incredible stops I've ever seen. Make sure he doesn't lean forward into the end zone. Stand him up.
Yep.
Now take him down. And
act like a wall.
Brilliant.
Ooh, buddy.
That was a tight end, too. That's what
we need tomorrow night. He was a big guy.
I know. Huge.
So
they don't have him now, do they?
So I don't even remember his name.
Yeah, I know, but we all know who he is because I was always concerned about him all game long, every time I watched. He's good. Damn good.
He's probably still with them.
I didn't see him in this game versus the Giants. I don't know. Anyway, they got a couple other guys.
Now I'm curious. Well, anyways, Ron, I really don't know what to think. I mean, we could easily win this game just as easily as we could lose this game.
Yeah.
Like, really. Like, they're playing just as good as us, if not better.
Yeah. Because we're not playing up to our level of standard.
Yeah. I don't feel like we just obviously can't go in there expecting anything. Hopefully just hope for a win to get out of there, man.
But the 49ers are seemingly dialed in on this one. I think the embarrassment, you should have a certain amount of pride about you when you've achieved what they've achieved. Now, I don't know if they were just assing around and not taking those games mentally as serious as they should have against the Cardinals and the Rams. But I think whatever mindset that used to possess them to go in and just beat people up, that might return tomorrow.
Well, really, it's all about synchronicity. I don't know if it's even a word, like being just synchronous, like, being all in sync, man, because it's like 1 week, like this group of dudes will just ball out. And then the next week they won't, but this group of dudes will. And it's like, man, why don't you guys all at once ball out?
Consistency, yes. And there's a word called synchronicity. There's a song by the what's the name of that group from the UK? Yeah.
Probably the U2. What was it? I'm like, I don't know. Anyway, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. But go ahead.
So that's what we need.
Yeah.
That's just really that's what I'm thinking, man. Because I don't think it's going to be a big, huge scoring game, but I've got it at 28 to 21. So I mean, it's a one touchdown game. So I have a feeling it's going to be a nail biter the whole damn time. Like, none of us are going to use the whole couch, just the edge of his seat. So,
I mean, you got Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf running around back there.
Metcalf.
A couple of good running backs.
They
got and they got a good.
They got a duo, huh?
They do, and the defense is decent. Although you can run on them, but I don't understand why they really looked porous yesterday. And I said that's very uncharacteristic of the. They're running. Every guy's running.
I think Jordan Mason's going to have a day.
Yeah,
Jordan Mason's going to have a day.
I think so too, because
even if we lose, dude, Jordan Mason's having a day.
Jordan, he's a good running back. He just doesn't bring enough fear to the defense, so they stay in man zone coverage instead of man
zone coverage. Yeah,
all game long.
Yep, they know how it works. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking, buddy.
All right, so 28-21 for you, Matty. I'm going to see you tomorrow.
28. Yeah, dude.
28-21.
I can't wait, man. Like, I'm already. These, like I said, Ronbo, I'm in this area, so it's like I'm running around with these idiots all over the place. And I just
can't be left
I just can't take it, man. We really need this, and honestly, dude, it's like, for me, it's one of the two really, really exciting games for me of the season. I get so pumped.
Oh, stay pumped, Matty.
Let's do this, guys.
And be prepared to be rewarded tomorrow.
Do this, Ronbo.
Yes, indeed. All right, Matty.
All right, buddy. I'll catch you pregame.
Can't wait.
Buddy.
See you tomorrow. Night, Matty. And then a AAA.
What's up, Ronbo?
It's that time again. It doesn't mean as much as it used to. But hey, you know what's so funny? Last few years hasn't meant anything. Blame the Hawks. So what? Now it's serious again. We've not had this kind of seriousness between these two teams in a while. Oh, wait a minute. The Hawks were leading. Didn't the Hawks jump out in front last year and win? See, what the Hawks do is they win a few games in the beginning of the season and then tail off, and then the schedule makers make it easy for them. Timberlake, what's going to happen tomorrow? Why do you think is going to happen tomorrow?
Oh, Ronbo. I mean, I'm still not over it. That game Sunday, though, Ronbo.
Another stupid loss. It takes a while to get
that
over
was
those.
just pathetic.
2-3 yard line. Boink.
Oh.
What did he do? He did not. He did. Oh my God! And lose.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we just can't afford to lose. Our divisional games. Like,
lost two. This would be a sweep. You lose it. Yeah, you lose the Hawks. Your chances of winning the West mean you gotta win out now. You gotta be a game or two ahead in the end of the season. You got 12 weeks to get it done.
Yeah.
Damn it.
But yeah. So the way I'm seeing the game tomorrow night, from what I saw from Seattle, they like to pass the ball because they got DK.
And Lockett.
Tyler Lockett and the other receiver, Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And our secondary, they're probably trying to figure out which one they like the worst or which one they like the best. Should we work on their secondary that might be a little softer than their frontline defense? This way we can avoid Fred Warner much as possible. They're flipping a coin.
Yeah, and plus, Seattle has two good running backs.
They do. Walker III and Charbonnet, I'd run the hell out of them.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, I would do my knees to step it up, or else dead meat.
Nick thinks they are. Nick says they're not going to be throwing the ball all day like they were against the Giants. They're going to run on us. And so look for that game to start off with Walker and Charbonnet tag teaming on us. And we lost one of our guys, one of our big guys. He's got a knee injury. Malik is still out there, though. Givens is looking pretty good this year. But, no. Who's at this out? Yeah, Jordan Elliott won't be there.
Yeah.
Not good.
But the one player I could see having a big night tomorrow on our offense is Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. Brandon, he's ready. It's all about getting in and getting chemistry and everything. He couldn't miss all off season to come in and just start looking as like he did last year. You knew that was going to happen. He might be ready now. I think so. And also, if what's his name's finger's not hurt, they're not stopping Jawan Jennings. I don't care who they got. They're not going to stop him. He's a man on fire right now. He got his finger got hurt last week. I'm hoping it's okay now. But yeah, between Ayuk and Jawan and Debo, we'll probably see a lot more of him tomorrow running out of the backfield. But yeah, I think we're fine as far as the air attack.
Yeah, and I really do think Kyle is going to use Debo more than he did Sunday.
Yeah. You mean out of the backfield, or because I think those?
Well,
I think you can see a lot of JJ and Ayuk this time. Debo was used because BA wasn't ready to play yet, and he didn't know JJ was going to turn into a super Avenger. He's frightening freaky.
But yeah, and I think Seattle has a decent. They're not bad.
No, but they got a couple of guys out. Woolen's out, Mr. Faster Than a Speeding Bullet. I don't know who they got to replace him. Also, Nwosu, he's one of the first linebackers since their fabled defense left that actually measures up. That may be why they were able to run so much, the Giants were. Well, I don't know what they're going to put together, though. They may have a plan of some kind.
Yeah. And plus their head coach is he's a defensive-minded coach.
Yeah. So you would think the defense would be better, but have you ever noticed defensive-minded coaches don't always necessarily. I think Belichick's about the only person in the league that's the head coach, the defensive-minded head coach. This defense looks straight up nails. Everybody else's defense, even Robert Saleh was not the guy. Ulrich in New York, that was his defense. Saleh might have been advising. So.
Yeah, and also yesterday they said the Jets, security kind of, escorted Saleh.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard.
No, yeah. I heard it. I was shocked. I said, what is with the hostility? I mean, I've never seen anybody have to be escorted from the premises. That's not necessary, is it? Why? Oh, maybe they thought, maybe they were worried about Saleh going in the office and going after the owner. That was pretty cowardice. God, we're out of time. Aaron, what is your score? We'll talk about more of this tomorrow.
So I said 28-24 Niners.
Ooh, everybody expects a close contest, probably. Can we finally beat somebody? All right, 28-24. All right.
I hope so.
I will see you tomorrow.
All right,
and
Ronbo.
Hopefully we don't have to be saying, look at this. We're going to the basement. All right, fam.
All right, Ronbo. Have a good night.
You too. Thanks. And I see Dre in Nevada. Hey, Dre.
What's good, Ronbo?
Not us. We're sitting up here hoping we can win. Not like them days when, I know we got this. No, we ain't got nothing. It's going to be a fight to the finish. It ain't no guarantees. But you know what? 3.5 means a touchdown because they got the home field advantage, gives up 3 points. And then we still got 3 points. What are the odds makers looking at? I guess they're looking at just the money being brought or bet. But Dre, what's up, fam? What are you thinking?
Man, I've just been disappointed. I ain't gonna lie.
You and me both.
But to be honest, I think as optimistic as I'm trying to be, I think this is the one that could get us back on track.
Yeah. They got to be tired of losing, so they should be playing pretty intense.
That's what I'm thinking too. And I know the Seahawks don't got a couple of their players, but I've seen some people talking about how the Rams didn't have nobody, and we still couldn't
right?
win. So I'm just like, I'm second guessing, but I'm just like, I think we're better than that, and I think like we just needed a couple L's, and I think we could just win now.
Any given Sunday.
I think the 49ers, once they get on track and get used to this situation they got with people out, they don't seem to function properly. It's as if something's missing all the time. They should be used to the situation by now.
I feel you. It's like we're always one step behind.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, we're always shooting ourselves in the foot in the second half.
Key mistakes at perfect time. Ronnie Bell, perfect mistake, perfect time for the Rams. Cardinals.
Yeah.
Here comes we're so proud of him. Here comes Jordan Mason. Error. Coughs it up. Perfect timing for the Cardinals. How in the hell? That's why when some people say, that's been rehearsed, that was all, it's all fixed was in. I almost listen when people start talking like that. I say,
Yeah.
How did you do that, Ronnie? How did you do that, Jordan? What you did was very important not to do, and you did it.
Yeah, just very, very unfortunate events, I'm not going to lie, but I know we're going up to Seattle. I just hope we come ready to play. But I think we're ready, and I honestly think Debo gonna have a good game.
Yeah,
I think Kittle's gonna have a good game too. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
I think, of course, we're gonna run the ball, but of course, Kyle Shanahan doesn't want to listen to nobody, so he's gonna pass. So I just think that George Kittle and Debo gonna have some yak for once. We gonna rack it up, and I think I just think we're going to win. I think it's going to be a touchdown game, to be honest. We're going to win by like 7.
Maybe. But, Dre, I got to tell you, the Hawks they're going to follow the same blueprint as everybody else. They're going to take the middle of the field away from the 49ers. This is why we're watching so many passes going downfield. You're going to take away the middle of the field? All right. We're taking these long shots. Although there were some times when they did make a mistake, and Brock there was guys standing open. You got Juice on one side. It was open a couple of times. I don't know why they don't want to throw to Mace. Mace was standing there all by himself. Brock doesn't want to throw it to him. He'd rather still make the big play. He's got to take what the defense gives him. If they're going to leave him alone, Brock, throw him the damn ball. Stop. You don't have to go all the way downfield and run the 50-50 chance of that play versus the 70-30 chance of this play. Do this one. So I don't know what him and Kyle talk about, but he's got to make better judgments.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think we're just going to come together this game. So I'm hoping Purdy sees everything and just goes off first instinct instead of, like you've been saying, I've been hearing the couple past episodes. It's like he's second guessing himself, like on that Ayuk pass. I don't remember what game. I can't even think, but like he needs to just do what he knows he could do. He's just a little bit like hesitant for some reason, and I feel like going into Seattle Thursday night prime time, I just have a good feeling it's going to be a good game.
And again, if he just unloads immediately to the first guy he sees open. He's not running around all over the field. Brock.
Yeah. I mean, it does look cool and everything. I understand it does look cool and everything, but it's like I don't understand where everybody's at. Like no one's coming back to the ball to catch it. Like to be open. Like every time I see anybody like Pat Mahomes, just Joe Burrow, even Sam Darnold, they have somebody. If they go out the pocket, they have Justin Jefferson to get it to. Like, where's Brandon Ayuk? Where's Debo? Like, why aren't they coming back to the ball? I don't understand, like, where everybody's at.
And that's why he stretches the play out. The receivers aren't used to that. In Kyle Shanahan's offense, our guys never had to do this much, right? So now they don't really know how to do that. I wish they'd work on it in practice. Guys, look for the quarterback. When he's in trouble, get your ass in motion. Get out there and give him some help. You got to get to him where he can see you now. And they stand there. Ayuk does. I've seen Ayuk returning back. Kittle does too. He's waving his arms and going crazy. But not everybody does that all the time. Honestly, I don't know. Plays break down. That's why Brock's running around, guys. So you guys can. Oh, okay. We'll find out this weekend. I think they've seen us enough now. We might see them get some intelligent football done out there when things go wrong. Maybe.
Yeah, I feel you. But I think that's about it. I'm not going to lie. I know there's a lot of callers coming in. I'm just excited for tomorrow. And
we need a commitment, though, Dre. We need your score, though. Yeah, you got everybody else is committing, and so they can say that was wrong. What do you got?
The score, I'll say 24-17 Niners.
Yeah.
It's going to be a touchdown.
There you go. All right. 24-17. All right, Jay. Sounds good to me. I'll see you tomorrow, and 24-17 it should be.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Have a good night, and God bless.
Thanks, Jay. Hey, Steven.
I got a lot of shit I got to say that I couldn't say while I was at the game.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Rob, first of all, I'm going to tell you everyone this right now, and I'm pretty sure everyone already knows. I don't know if I said it before, but I'm going to say it again. Levi Stadium has got to be probably the worst modern stadium ever built, bar none. Easily, the worst. I hate Levi. I hate it. Compared to Candlestick, I don't know why they thought, hey, we need to change the way Candlestick looks. We need to change the entire format. Candlestick was perfectly fine. I liked it. I enjoyed every single game I was there at. Levi Stadium, every time I go, I'm like, damn, why the fuck am I here?
You sounded excited when you were talking about going.
I was excited, and I remember, oh, shit, I got it wrong. I swear to God. I was so excited going there the night before, the week before. I was hyped. The moment I got there, I was like, why the fuck did I get excited? And then I remembered.
What is it about the layout in particular that you don't like?
The fact that I went in kind of like I guess you could say like a vanilla latte brown. Now I'm a dark roast.
Are you talking about there's no protection from the sun?
Nothing. Every single person that went to go see the goddamn game that had sun seats sat underneath the bleachers to watch the game. Beautiful.
Hey, they had a whole. Is that what that area was they were showing? Where there looked like hundreds of people had seek refuge in this place. Is that where it was, under the bleachers?
Yeah. Ronbo, 5 people that I was sitting next to passed out from heat exhaustion.
Ooh.
That's crazy.
Ooh.
Children, people that brought their children had to be carried out by the ambulance and because they were dehydrated and heat exhaustion. Worst stadium ever.
And they were supposed to address that.
I love my team.
They were supposed to address that over the season, over the off season. They didn't do a damn thing. I remember they talked about it last year before the season ended.
Ronbo, you know what the York family said?
What?
There's only a couple of games in the summer anyways.
Oh, yeah.
What's the point?
Hey, Jed, don't be saying stuff like that. How many people suffered? It doesn't take 5 minutes to suffer bad enough that they wouldn't be coming back. So I don't know how much money they were talking about spending. They need to put just an overhang across the middle of that stadium, into the middle of that stadium. They got to do it. But that would take months. I think it would take longer than the off season to get done is the bad thing.
As long as it gets done, that's all that matters. As long as it gets done, that's all that matters. Because fan safety and player safety is a huge key part. Ronbo, I swear to God, I showed up in a tank top.
Yeah. What happened to the jacket you were talking about?
I could wear it. I said I was going to die in it, and I stood 10 toes the fuck down, and I wore it. I suffered, but I wore it.
You didn't stay at the whole game.
I did.
Oh, Steven! God!
My family was like, my family gave me the riot act. They're like, you're dumb as shit. And I was like, look, I paid $1,000 for this fucking jacket. I only got one time to wear it. I don't give a fuck if I die in it. I will sit in this goddamn jacket. But
you know what? An overhang would take the entire off-season plus, right? So they're worried about that. But you know what? It won't take that long to just rig up an awning like 49er Brian is talking about. Just rig an awning, Jed. God, and you have to do maintenance on it all the time. But have something you can draw in and out, as far as an awning goes. And stop having people die out there trying to watch a 49er game.
It was so bad. I was like, God damn. Like I told you, I was so excited to go, and then I got there and I remembered why I hated going, why I stopped going. I was like, God damn it. Well, I was like, fuck, I'm already here, so why not? But
Man.
I will tell you, seeing it, because I was seeing it from like the upper area, the nosebleed side.
Mm-hmm.
The nice part about the nosebleed is, yeah, it's affordable, but you could see the whole field. You could see everything, and that's the nice part. The one thing that pissed me off, and I will say this with the truest intent, is why isn't our right side addressed again? Every single goddamn play that I saw Brock Purdy run, he never ran to his right. He always ran to his left and then cut right. Why is it always the right side that gives us the most problems? Why is that not addressed? And I'm thinking to myself, what if it's, John Feliciano not being there at center and people playing out of position? But at the same time, Ronbo, we're talking pros. We're talking big leagues, bro. You can play any fucking position. Don't matter where the fuck you're playing, as long as you play it right. And that's one problem that seems to be the Achilles will always have, bar none. And it sucks because we as fans know the talent behind the team. Analysts see the talent behind the team. And yet, for some odd reason, the Niners can't seem to fucking get it going. We've got a great second-year rookie running back that is phenomenal. We have a second-year rookie that is great at quarterback. We have a multi-talented, tight end. We have our Swiss Army knife that we call Juice at fullback. We have Brandon Ayuk. We have Deebo Samuel, Juwan Jennings. And I swear to God, Ronbo, the word is out on Juwan Jennings because he's been covered the entire game. I watched him get covered. They knew what his routes were. They knew where he was going to be at. They knew he wasn't going to throw to Brandon Ayuk because Brandon Ayuk has a case of, hey, I got butterfingers. Juwan Jennings was...
You didn't think he looked any good yesterday? I thought he looked pretty good yesterday. I mean, God, it's so early. It seems like we just played yesterday. He had a pretty good game. He had over 100 yards, 100.5.
He had a great game, Ronbo, but the thing is that I don't know what's going on with the players, but the fact that Brock had to rely on George more than anyone else was kind of alarming. The fact that Brock had to, rely on his legs was a little alarming because nobody was getting open. I don't know if you saw what I saw, but it looked like nobody was getting open enough. Or Brock just didn't have enough time to throw.
Probably a combination of the two. And also...
Say, oh, no, he had all the time in the world. No, he didn't.
There were times when Brock made some indecisions. I think I hope he's watching his film afterward. He can do better. We've seen him do better. This thing without having his safety net is really killing me, though. He's got to get back out there. We got to get CMC. Steve, we're going to roll the time. What do you got for a score in this game coming up, though, tomorrow?
If we play like we did against Arizona, we're going to lose. I can't even give you a winning score because if we can't finish a job, then there's no point. But I got faith in my team. I'm hoping we do good. If there is a score, it's going to be a one-touchdown game like Dre was talking about. We're going to win by 7. But, if the Niners continue to play like that homie that, bags a baddie at the first half and then fucking fumbles in the second, talks her good and all sweet at the club but can't take her home, then there's no point. I don't know what to say.
Well, you just want to use WL like a lot of times.
Yeah, WL. Let's just do WL.
So which one, W or L?
W.
All right. Steve, it's going to get better, Steve. It can't get any worse. The 49ers can stop fooling around.
Don't say that, Ronbo, because it definitely can get worse.
No! God, I couldn't stand it.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't speak that. Don't speak that into existence.
Well, you're right, though. I will see you tomorrow. And we'll be saying things like, "Boy, we're really worried about this game. I think they look like they're going to be okay." I would love to be able to say that. All right. I'll see you tomorrow, Stephen.
All right, I'll see you tomorrow, Ronbo. You have a great
Looking
night.
forward. You too, Stephen. He's shh.music at Instagram. That's Stephen.
Yes, sir.
Is that Papa Dragon beating on those drums? Or is that Bam and Boom? No, it's too late for them.
No, that was Bam.
Is that Bam? Bam still up beating? That's
well,
probably the bass player, right?
I was listening to the Well, I am the part-time bass player.
Well, while they're working out, you got to get in there.
Typically plays all the guitars. She plays the lead. She does the vocals.
Wait, who?
She plays keyboards, and she does play quite a bit of the bass. Boom does.
Boom, that's all
and
that.
Then Bam does.
Wow.
Yeah, Boom does all the. Bam does. She does drums. She does keyboards, DJing, and she does backup vocals.
I was going to say, because Boom, she's got to have the songwriting talent so she can do all that too. That's amazing.
Yeah. She's got all that, man. She's amazing kid. So yeah, I was just listening to Bam play some drums. She's got a solo that we're kind of working on, so I wanted to hear what it sounded like, what she did in the studio today. So just checking it out.
Well, sounds good. I can't wait to see what you guys are going to come up with. But Pop,
you'll see.
You got this.
Ronbo, it's time.
Yeah, I know.
It's time.
Pass.
Let's get ready to Ronbo. It's time. It's time. It is time. There is no tomorrow.
Absolutely right.
There is no tomorrow.
It's true.
There is no next game.
No.
It's only Seattle. It's only Seattle, Ronbo. Now, Ronbo, there are some things that are carrying over from our half of a training camp, for which the first time I ever saw a team actually cancel a joint practice.
Yeah.
That are carrying over into the regular season.
With the Saints, I forgot about that. Yeah.
What is wrong with the 49ers? The biggest thing that's wrong with the 49ers is that 18 red zone touchdowns are gone from our offense by the way of CMC.
That's frightening.
That's number one. And because CMC is not there, 18 touchdowns. Because one guy is not there, okay, defenses are playing the 49ers differently.
I know.
So I looked at the All-22 with a buddy of mine who is a coach. We looked at it together. And we're going over it. And what we noticed is that defenses are playing the 49ers differently. When the 49ers go into their bunch formation, whether it be shotgun or under center, most of the time it's shotgun, defenses are not only staying out there, keeping a bunch of guys at the line of scrimmage, usually about 5 to 6 guys, but it's their base defense, their base. So when you have your base defense out there, you're not worried about people beating you in the passing game. Normally what happens when your base is out there, you're in a running formation. So what Shanahan's trying to do is what he's trying to counter with is he's trying to counter with a pass formation against a base defense. And right now, our dogs ain't ready to fight. That's the bottom line. You know, we've been Mike Tyson for a long time, but we are also Mike Tyson. We'll knock you the fuck out in the first round or so. But if we come up against Buster Douglas or, heaven forbid, Evander Holyfield,
I love when you bring that up,
where it looks like we should kill them,
and
for some reason we can't knock them out, and it gets late in the fight, 8th, 9th round, or in our case, the 4th quarter.
Yeah,
it's been lights out. Our boys give up. We give up. We stop fighting. So I mean, that's what I'm seeing on film. I'm seeing on film that right now, defenses are just playing a complete no respect for Shanahan's offense. And his answer has been to pass on first down, second down, and third down, and they're just playing right into the defense's hands.
Yep.
So in that case, they'll show 5 or 6 at the line of scrimmage. They'll blitz or they'll drop a whole bunch, and they've been dropping quite a bit and blitzing at the most opportune times. But here's the biggest problem: the 49ers have a very, very big problem with execution, field awareness, and finish playing to echo the whistle. So, for example, there was one of the cases last week where they were on goal line, and they blitzed on the goal line. Do you know that if George Kittle realizes that they're blitzing and simply just turns around, he catches a touchdown and walks in untouched? But he acts like there's no blitz. He goes straight ahead. This is old school football. If you blitz, you turn and look for the ball. This is old school. This is what you do with the blitz. And our players are not delivering. Number two, Brock is trying to do too much. Brock is a solid quarterback, but he's not a great one, folks. I'm sorry. He just isn't. He doesn't have that arm where he can just flick it and the ball flies 30 yards. He don't have that. He don't. So when he's running around, his teammates got to help him. But guess what? They're running around for 8, 10 seconds, and guess what? Nobody's getting open because they give up on the play. The biggest culprit is Debo. If Debo knows he's not getting the ball, he's half-stepping, he's jogging, etc. So effort's a problem. Believe it or not, you know what else is a problem? Jordan Mason, which means that Shanahan's a problem. Let me explain. Again, on the goal line, Jordan Mason doesn't follow his blocks or read his blocks properly. So there were several plays where he ran away from blocking, and instead of him running to where he had support in the blocking game, where they had a hat on a hat, he would run where they have 2 hats and 4 defenders. He's outnumbered. That happens on the goal line all the time. Christian McCaffrey, he probably gets 2 yards or 3 yards at the goal line, or maybe even scores. So Mason's making mistakes there. He also made a mistake in a blocking assignment, which led to an interception at the end of the game. George Kittle's getting knocked on his ass. He's not healthy. He's getting pancaked. Mr. Harvard, Juice, on the play where Mason fumbled, he gave up on the play. He thought the play was over. The play is over, Juice, when they blow the whistle. So when he thought that Mason was going to go down,
this boils down to. You know, that's a shame for guys. All these guys you talk about are Pro Bowlers, which is really interesting.
No, they're not Pro Bowlers. Let's go back a couple conversations ago we had when you're like, Papa, where are you going with this? Juice is Kyle's friend. That's a problem.
But he's still a Pro
Do you know how many friends Bill Walsh? Hold on. You know how many friends Bill Walsh had on the 49ers? None.
Yeah.
You know why? He said I can't be a friend and coach these men to be their best. Remember that line. I cannot coach these men to play at their best. When you got friends, and your friends tips off a run pass to a run because of how you stand at the left tackle position, and everybody tells you, and you still shrug it off, I ain't told him. You see what I'm saying? So all of a sudden, we tripping out because Ayuk's pissed off because he's not being valued or treated like the rest of the Cabo clique. Now he's playing games with the color of his shorts.
Which, by the way, I cannot accept that. He's got to be a man about this. He's over 21 years old.
I'm not disputing it, Ronbo, but he's not the only player that's disgruntled.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. You can't run a team the way he's running the team. So let's get down to the brass tacks. Here's the deal.
We can't now, though, because we're out of time. But, Pop, listen, you know what? Your points are always very valid. The thing is, I really wish we could give you more time because it's an enjoyable thing.
I wish I had more time, too, because I have 5 pages of notes to why the 49ers are losing games. 5 pages.
Yeah, Pop, you know what? You have to condense that down.
Players all over the place.
So we can get them.
Here's
I'd love
the
to
deal.
know about them.
I'm breaking it down. I know you like to know, but I'm breaking it down right now.
Pop, but we're already way over, Pop.
3 big throws.
Pop, we can't do it now, though.
All right. I'm out. I'm out, but I will say this. Tomorrow night, the weaknesses of the 49ers will be exposed along with their injuries and the poor defensive line depth. I got the 49ers going down to Seattle 27-23.
27-23. Last time Pop did this week.
27 Seattle.
Yeah, I think we won a game.
I think that
okay.
Mooney's got a bad will. He's pedestrian. He should not be playing. He is going to get torched tomorrow by number 14. He's going to get torched. And no one's going to. And Geno Smith is going to run for at least 70 yards.
Oh, Pop,
tomorrow. Geno Smith will.
We're gonna go. Pop, come on, man.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Ronbo.
Ah, God.
That's gonna happen now. That's my prediction. I'm just predicting. I'm pulling for the Niners, guys. I'm wearing a hat and everything. I'm just letting you know. I'm not putting my money on them tomorrow.
You and Bill. All right, fam. I'll see you tomorrow, Pop.
I'm telling you, what's gonna happen. And yes, and Levi's sucks. Worst stadium in the league.
Oh, God. Okay, let's Pop. Laying out too much truth again. All right, fam. See you tomorrow. Give my best to Bam Boom, Mrs. Dragon.
All
right.
I will, man. And shout out to you in production. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to all the usual suspects, especially Jalen and the Big Show. You guys can be pissed off tomorrow.
Bob's not going to stop. We're out. Sharon!
Ronbo.
Sharon, none of us really believe this is going to be anything less than an all-out war. And we don't know if we're going to come up the victors or not. We just hope. Sharon, what are you thinking?
I'm just hoping for a win. I think they need to win. If we don't, our season's over.
Actually,
and we just got to get ready for off season.
I
But
can't wait for CMC to get back. That's too long.
I think we'll win tomorrow. I think they're hungry now. And they need to get the connection back and the chemistry back. I mean, with Brandon Ayuk holding off like that and Trent, that's the way the connection is, the way the connection was. But I think they're going to get it back. And I think we'll win tomorrow.
We should. I mean, we should have won all the ones we've lost so far.
Exactly.
Except the one against Minnesota.
We should have.
But, and even that one probably.
But they just can't stop the foot on the gas. They got to keep it going. They just can't let up. Just because you're in the lead, they still could come back on you. You got to keep the lead building. Yeah. So,
Change your name, young Montana, and you can come in anytime you want and join the rest of the trolls. I will not have that name. I can't stand it. It sucks. You turncoat. You Benedict Arnold. Okay, I'm sorry, Sharon. Go ahead. Oh, he's just...
But I think we'll win tomorrow. I think they're ready to win now.
Yeah, because you get tired of getting beat up. It's like that saying goes, if you kick a dog long enough, he'll bite you. So I figure the 49ers, there's got to be pride's got to take over at some point, right?
And I want them, then after that, bring on the Cowboys because we'll win that game too.
Ooh, I forgot about them boys. See, the pressure's on us, Sharon. Losing to the Cowboys and the Hawks, Rams is really bad.
Oh, I don't want to. Because, I follow, there's this guy that I follow. He's a Cowboy fan, but I don't know why I follow him, but he was talking about us last night. I said, you just mad because I'm worried about us, but you sitting there talking about us, you might be worried about us because we're going to beat you again. Yeah. So why are you even talking about us like that? So you're going to be crying when you lose the game because you always cry.
You know how this is. This is
bitterness
that goes back a long way. He's going to Cowboy fans.
It's like when they win the game, they acting like. It's like when they win the game, they act like they're winning the Super Bowl.
Well, it's exciting for them because they don't always win.
I guess. I guess it is what it is at the end of the day. But I just can't wait till I can see him cry again.
It is fun watching them go through that because they take.
But first, I want to get through Seattle, though. First.
Yeah.
So I know they got some injuries. We got injuries, but I think we'll pull it out, and I think they're ready to.
Because no matter what, 49ers is
nothing
still a
else.
Team,
it's either win or go home for the season. So
yeah, because you're right. Because you know what? Sure, you notice how when the 49ers they've been down like this before, but not so early.
Yeah, we have, and we always turned it around.
Back. Yeah, I don't want. They don't need to.
And I think after the bye week, we're going to get some guys back. So we should turn it around after the bye week.
Yeah, but we can't be 2-6.
So
they better do something quick.
But we just got to win these last few games coming up so we can get in the playoffs like we did before. We barely made it.
And being the Kyle's team, what defenses are doing to us, it's really causing a headache, right? Kyle by now should have thought
Kyle
of ways
just
to
needs to
deal
stop
with this.
changing stuff and keep with the run game. Do a little play action and do the run game.
Well, see, you if you're not running, you play action, all other good stuff, it becomes moot. You've got to establish a good, solid run game. That defense has got to be set up in a way where they can't really do what they want to do. Right now, they're all sitting right there in the box. And
bring Robert Saleh back. I'm with Nick Bosa. Bring Robert Saleh back.
Yeah, but Robert doesn't want to play anymore this year.
No, he don't. He wants to go on vacation.
So
I don't know. We're just gonna be on our seats, I guess, tomorrow night. But
you know, it's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be a fight to the finish. There's a lot of penalties and beating up the refs.
If they just don't make any goofy mistakes, but they can't seem to avoid that, so you know there's gonna be some.
All right, and make sure you hold on to that ball too, because we don't need that either. Jordan.
Maybe Ronnie Bell's not playing. You know what?
Oh, God, please don't put him in there. Oh, God, no.
If JJ can stay in the game all game long, I like our chances.
And this new kicker we got, he might be pretty good.
Oh, I forgot about that, Chad. I wish you would have reminded me. Who is he? How come he's not already employed? Oh, my God. When kickers and offensive linemen are unemployed, I'm worried. Oh.
We just got to give him a shot. He might be pretty good. Maybe he might be better than Moody.
Maybe. He's out of 47 kicks, he's made 41. What happened to those other ones? I don't know, but that's a lot. That's a good percentage as far as I'm concerned.
We'll see what happens with him. So I think it'll be a good game. It's just going to be our defense got to step it up, and then
what do you got for
the offense got to protect Brock.
Oh, that's asking too much. But
what do you think? Brock got to make sure he looks down the field and look at the guys waving at him too. Yeah, that's another thing.
He's missing shots.
But my score is Niners 24, Seahawks 21.
There you go, 24-21. That covers the spread. Cheryl, how about Mom?
She says 27-17.
Yeah, her and I are thinking the same these days. I have something similar to that myself. Okay, because I feel like 49ers might be mad
Niners all day, so let's go Niners.
Yes, it is. All right, Sharon. I'll see you tomorrow to say, Sharon, you were right. Mom was right.
I hope so.
All right. Sharon, just have a great night.
All right, Robo.
And don't say hello to your brother until after the Cowboys game for me.
All right, I will. Bye.
Night, Sharon. And Mr. Black Eyes, bottom line, win. No losing streak in division. Oh, ain't that the truth? A losing streak in the division. This hasn't happened for years. We're not used to it. Bill.
Ronbo.
Yes.
Well, cleaning up some grapes. I have family in Florida. I hope they're okay. A shout out to Uncle Richard and Aunt Kathy. I hope y'all doing safe in this hurricane that's going on. Number 2, Rick Sorensen. However you pronounce your name, this is not Remember the Titans. Because I'm sorry, I know you casted in it. I was that pretty boy quarterback. I ended up kissing that one guy. I know who you are. And I'm upset Solid don't want to come back. So, I'm with the previous caller before Sharon. He talked about players being exposed. This is where the defensive coach, is going to get exposed. But before that happens, the Niners are going to come out strong. I got them coming out scoring the first touchdown of the game. With a missed extra point.
Right, because the new kicker?
Missed extra point. I ain't going to give you any credit. You got to earn it. I want to be wrong. Again, I'm a Niner fan. I want to win. This is to the team. This is to Kyle. This is to Jed York mainly. You need to be on the phone call with Robert Saleh and try to talk him out of a vacation for the season and bring him in. Or our season is done. I don't believe if we lose tomorrow, the season's over. I don't believe that. I can't believe that. But I can't believe if we get exposed, like I think we're going to, then Rick Sorensen should be fired and Saleh should come in. What's your opinion? Before I give my score prediction.
Well, Saleh's off the. I mean, we're not going to get Saleh. He's already said he's not playing anymore this year.
Well, you can talk people out. You can talk a lot of people out and not wanting to come in. Well, I mean, that could happen. You can make a comment and a sweet deal.
Bill, you know, he's also assured the media, and he probably shouldn't have, that Nick Sorensen, he has all the confidence in the world in Nick Sorensen. So it would be a little weird for him to do that now. So I don't know.
But, you know, he got between now and the bye week to figure it out. So a lot of things change, especially after tomorrow night. And nobody's picking up Gore Jr. So we got a running back that's halfway decent fumbling, and the backup ones that ain't really that great. And Seattle's just licking their chops. This is like a holiday to them. This is Thanksgiving night to them in October.
Now, the Bill, you know, they're going to be wilting under the pressure, too. They cannot lose tomorrow either. They don't want to. I mean, they can afford a loss easier than we can, of course, because they got 2 losses to our 3. But they're going to be fighting tooth and nail, too. And that always leads to stress levels that can cloud judgment and do weird things to you. Certain athletes will suffer like that. We'll see. Gino is prime candidate for overdoing things, too. I have a feeling Brock Purdy returns to Brock Purdy of last year tomorrow. I've been waiting for it to happen. Which week is it going to be? But I look for cool, calm, collected, good judgments, back to being top 5 in the NFL tomorrow. I'm making that statement right now. I think you can do it.
If what you say is true, I'm going to do 2 score predictions instead of 1. All right?
Okay.
I'm going to start off with a positive score prediction. Okay? If we get Brock Purdy and the team plays like they're supposed to, and they come back to physical form and they shut Seattle down and they do what they're supposed to do, because, again, I want them to win. So this is where I'm putting it out there. If you're listening, I want to say, to all those who say I'm not a Niner fan, I want them to win. I really want them to beat Seattle. I want to show Norcam. I want this. I love this. This will be a holiday for me, too. But, again, I want to win the lottery. I ain't getting that either. So, you know, so I'll put that out there. So I'm going to give the first score prediction. 49ers, 37, Seahawks, 17.
Ooh.
If we get what we're supposed to get. But I don't think that's who's going to show up. Who I think is going to show up are what we've been getting, because they have not shown any heart. Nick Sorensen has not shown he can coach. We have a kicker we don't even know anything about. So we got to count in the aspects of reality. This is a reality score until I'm proven wrong. And I want, again, be wrong. Again, like I said, I got the 49ers going down, scoring the first touchdown, missing the extra point. I got Seattle 56 and San Francisco 6.
They'd have to pull the Hawks off of the 49ers before the game was over. Oh, my God. All right.
So, what Niners are we going to see? This is the question. What Niners are we going to see tomorrow?
Yeah, I know.
This is the question. We don't get a good Niners. I'm predicting a blowout. If they don't go out, they're getting a loss. I predict a loss because that's what I think they're going to get, because they're not going to come out with a heart. But if they come out swinging, celebrate. Again, I got some grapes set aside for and some good old juice set aside for celebration if they win. But again, man, come on, they got to clean it up, Ronbo.
Yeah, well, they do, and I think they're fully aware of that. I mean, yeah, they're going to have that.
The mess up.
Yeah, they know. As like Fred says, I don't need to pump anybody up for this game. If I do, you're in the wrong place. So everybody in that team seems like they might be dialed in properly now, so we'll see. Anyway, Bill.
But I don't care. I will fall with the Niners fan. I will not predict a Cowboy win. It is not happening. No way in blue, it's not happening.
Bill, let me see tomorrow, and we will celebrate together. All right? Have a great night. Let me give you the holler. Here we go. Are you ready? A Niner! Big Bill And by the way, make no mistake, Bill is not anything but a 49er fan. All right, fam. See you tomorrow.
All right, thank you.
Oh God, it's so frightening. We haven't been in this chair in a while, so that's why it's hard to handle. Who knew CMC was going to go down like that? Hey, Brian.
49ers red and gold. I am still rocking the Niners till I'm dead and cold. Screaming the name all the way from the Mid-South because the law still says and asks, know your role and shut your mouth. Yeah. What it is, Ronbo?
Well, it is time for us to stop with foolishness and losing to mediocre teams and even out there battling them tooth and nail. I don't care if we got 2 or 3 people out. That's not enough. We should be able to still. Next man up should apply to us too. But like Shannon Sharp said, hello the hell, next man up. He wouldn't even be the next man up if he was that good. I had to laugh at that.
Right.
Well, that's a good point. But he better, oh, God.
Yeah.
Anyway, what do you see coming tomorrow? Hi, Cynthia.
Well, Ronbo, let me ask you this. Before I answer that, let me ask you this. Do you believe in the old catchphrase saying that history always repeats itself?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately.
We've all heard it.
Yeah. Now, let me ask you something. Other than, do you remember that year we jumped out 8-0 and, we was 8-0.
Oh, yeah. And
that's when we had Richard Sherman.
The Panthers? Who stopped us? I remember that year. That was 2019.
Yeah, just 2019. Other than that, has there been at least 3 other seasons that we might have started off on the slow end and we wound up still? And it was brought to my attention today. I was looking at the 49er, the other 49er. I guess podcast or whatever, and they brought up, I can't remember the years, but I think one year we started off 3-4, and then another year we started off doing something but we've at least been, but even those years we still wound up being in the NFC Championship.
Because we woke up suddenly.
Yeah, we woke up. This is because I think that speaks to our. Not a lot of other teams can't come from such a deficit that you have unless you got a hell of a roster.
Yeah, no doubt.
Unless you got a hell of a roster run, So with that said, I think this year is not going to be an except. This year is not going to be any different. So so I think once that. I think one thing though, if we can, let me ask you something. What's the status on Dre Greenlaw?
Kyle says there's no timetable on his return. I don't know exactly what he meant by that, but everybody else wants him back. Remember, he got that just in February that he got hurt like that. This is an Achilles. I don't know that they're supposed to heal up so quickly. When I hear that, I'm like, I don't think so. I mean, some people were hoping he'd be back by week 5. I said, oh, hell no. That's not going to happen. So, Dre may be back for the playoffs, provided they make the playoffs, would be my guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, that's right. He did. Yeah, he got hurt in the Super Bowl. So that's gonna be. Yeah, that's gonna be.
That's too recent.
I was hoping we'd get him doing that second half, maybe after the bye. So we can get him in the bye like midway. Through the second half of the season. Which we're gonna need him. But now, what's going on with our strong safety, Talanula? What's going on with him?
He's got all kind of ligaments ripped up in his hand. So it's going to be Mustafa standing in playing the role for Talanoa Hufanga. And we got C. Is this second or third year? Okay, I believe Jair's in his. Is this his 3rd season? But anyway, you got rookie
Jair
Mustafa.
Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got 2 unpolished kids playing in this safety, which is not always a bad thing.
Yeah.
you haven't seen enough is the only thing is. So hopefully they'll adjust. They've seen plenty. Mustafa, though, I'm really afraid for him. Jair, I think he'll be okay. But Mustafa, he's got some lumps coming to him that he's got to get in, process, and know not to do. So we're gonna see some testing tomorrow. I imagine Gino knows about it and going to throw at him all day, every chance he get.
Yeah.
So look for him to go downfield a lot. I'm thinking they should run the ball because they didn't want to run the ball against the Giants, and they got their butt beat. So
yeah,
they're going to run the ball against.
Yeah, us. I think. Yeah, I think it's our cornerback Ward, man.
Demo.
I think this would be if there's any time that he wants to redeem himself, this would be the game. But depending on how hopefully his wheels can hold up, of course he's gonna draw. Of course he got to defeat that. He got to guard that monster and DK Metcalf, and
you need to be 100% healthy dealing with that dude, and he ain't. So that's really always concerning me already. Who are we gonna bring in? There's nobody else to bring in. Ambry Thomas is not in there anymore. He got the size and speed. He's not playing.
The receiver for Seattle, Lockett, is he like a slot? He's like a slot guy, isn't he? Is he like more like a
they'll
slot
line him
guy?
up anywhere they see an advantage. So yeah. So he'll be Demo will be working on him a lot, I think.
Yeah. So I think I don't know, but yeah, it's gonna be a tough draw. But I think if the Niners can stay away from turnovers, I'm just gonna go ahead and give you the score. I'm going to go ahead and give you a score. So right. I think the Niners. It's gonna be. I'm just gonna be faithful. I am. I'm gonna say 30-24. 30-24.
See, 30 is all I ask. If the 49ers score 30 points, chances are good they're not going to give up over 30. We can win, but they got to score 30, unfortunately, or it's going to be a problem.
Yeah. Maybe, I think this is going to be because we got to clean up now because, we got Kansas City and Dallas coming up, and we got to be polished. We got to be more polished. Kansas City, that's going to be.
Hey, but you know what? If they play the Cowboys in Kansas City real hard, I'm going to be mad because I knew it. You guys are money club now, huh? You don't feel like playing people you don't have any respect for. You got beat by those guys you didn't have any respect for, and you need to change your attitude. I'm really worried about them thinking that way because how many years we've been in the mix already? 5 out of 6 years? The 49ers think they're badass. I guarantee you they really it in the back of their mind. So they got to get rid of that attitude. Play hard every week, guys.
Mm-hmm. They got to play four. They got to play 4 quarters, Ron. There's no way they shouldn't have lost to the Cardinals. They gave it in. That's probably the worst defense. That was probably the worst defense that they faced this year, and they got shut out by them in the second half.
I know, right?
It's already. It's going to be. It's already tough as a division game. All division games are going to be tough. I don't care who they are or whatever.
Brian, we got to go. I'll see you tomorrow, and we'll be able to say, no, the Niners are still clowning. I mean, they're not serious. They're tired. They've had enough. They want a break. So, all right, Brian, you're going to get it. All right, Brian, I'll see you tomorrow, fam.
All right, Ronbo, shout out to you. Shout out to Faithful. Shout out to production. The law is finally out.
All right, fam. Appreciate you. Mr. Block,
Ronbo.
All right, fam. Mr. Block, says, D's tackling offense. I mean, we're watching tackling. It's subpar. Red zone. Red zone's a joke. That is really an unfunny joke, Niners. Every time you get down there, it's like, what do we do now? You get into the end zone. You've been doing it before. Why come you can't do it? You can't even come close to doing it now. What's the matter? It's not like that defense is so good. Tony.
Ronbo.
Tony. I'll tell you, we're sitting there getting mad it's funny. When we discussed the 49ers, it used to be laughing and nothing but adoration. And now we talk about the 49ers, everybody's pissed off. I tell you, man, God.
Well, everybody can see the writing on the wall, Robert.
Yeah, clearly. Jesus.
I mean, You know, did Christian McCaffrey lose 10-point lead?
Not one time. I mean,
in the Super Bowl?
No.
So that comes from the coach down, Ronbo.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm going to go out on a limb and say something that I might get a lot of backlash for, but if you go back in the games and have a look, Talanoa Hufanga is not the dude for this team. Why? Because you got Dre Greenlaw there and Fred Warner, the only two people that can tackle anyone in the game. And if they chip someone or get a hand to them, slow them down, then Talanoa usually picks up the scraps because they've slowed them down. But if you have the look at previous games, one-on-one tackles, he's missed a hell of a lot, and they've gone for big, huge chunk plays. And where's our identity, Ronbo? What are we? We're a pass first team, right? Or we're a run first team. Where's the play action, brother?
Well, they can't establish
run the ball
effectively.
Well, how can you establish the run when the idiot gets to the goal line? I'm talking about Kyle Shanahan, all right?
Yeah.
And he goes pass, kick. Wouldn't you run the ball twice at least before and then pass it on a third down?
I agree, and I can't see anything wrong with that. But Kyle's looking at formations and defensive formations. He's reading it and thinking that
Kyle doesn't know what he's looking at, mate.
Apparently, sometimes he does
misdiagnose
sometimes. I got to believe that.
Your quarterback's been under siege all season, all right? They're breaking through on that right-hand side like it's going out of fashion.
I mean, I give Brock all the credit in the world. That he doesn't get sacked any more than he does, I applaud him. I mean, I really do.
You have to. He's got no help. Put him on the Chiefs O-line.
Yeah.
See how he goes.
Or just give me somebody to replace McKivitz. I mean, I just need one guy.
Well, I told you, put Pooney there and put someone else next to him. Simple.
They have a thing.
But who's going to do it? Who's going to do it, Kyle? No. He doesn't like being told what to do. He doesn't like ideas being thrown at him. No, he's a narcissist. Right? Yeah. That's just him. He won't do it. You got rid of Jalen Graham, right? And you got that punk-ass shitbox that used to be a Pro Bowler playing there. Jalen Graham's much better than him.
Or even D. Winters. I don't know why.
D. Winters is injured.
I know, but he didn't get a start this season. You know what? Because it's all about the money. We're paying, I can't think of that idiot's name. We're paying him too much money to put him behind a couple of rookies. That's why we got him.
At least
his veteranship.
Mustafa can hit. Yeah. Right? He might not understand everything like Talanoa did when he first started. Right? Everybody goes through that. But at least he can hit. He can tackle. And like I said, we're the best when we play heavy run game and heavy play action game.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Everything works then. As long as if we're efficient running the ball, everything works. If we're not, but Kyle will not make Mason a threat to catch the ball. That's what CMC brought to the table. Defenses didn't know how to align. They didn't know what to do. They're just staying on their toes and stay ready. We don't have. He doesn't have that kind of respect, and that's why they're doing what they're doing.
We've got a problem.
Yeah, we do.
Brock Purdy's running around there in the backfield.
Way too much.
All right, dodging everyone because his players are not open.
I know.
All right, so do what you were renowned for doing: run, play action, run the ball and play action. I guarantee you the outcome would have been different against the Cardinals. Christian McCaffrey wasn't on the field, mate. He didn't lose a 10-point lead. Kyle Shanahan lost it. Goes from the coach down. But give me Spagnuolo from, what's his name?
Kansas City.
from Kansas City, and give me Belichick. Everyone goes, who are you going to get? Give me Belichick at Spagnola. All right? That told me that won't be a good team.
Yeah. You know what, though? We're going to, when CMC does get back in the field, you're going to see the difference in why it makes everything else work.
CMC is not coming back, Ronbo. He's got two. He's not coming back this year.
Supposedly it's getting better.
All right? And all these people are making fun of him for going to Germany. Oh, we got Stanford Hospital up. But you guys don't understand, all right, is that you've got two industrial complexes. One is the military and the other one is Big Pharma. All right? Now, let me tell you something, Ronbo. Mm-hmm. There was a peer-reviewed study, all right, done on rats, okay? Mm-hmm. And they cut the Achilles tendons on the rats and they used peptides, which your body makes over 30,000 different peptides, and they don't know all of them yet, but they use the peptides for a quicker healing, and the mice recovered without surgery and reattachment of their Achilles.
Really?
All right? But your country and my country, all right, because we're America's arsehole, you've got Area 51, all right?
Yeah.
I'm serious.
I know about the collaboration going on with Australia and the US.
And we've got Pine Gap. All right? Now, your country and my country, if there's anything good for the human being, all right, and it's going to affect the profit margin of some huge company, guess what? They don't allow it. That's why people go overseas. The world doesn't revolve just around America and Australia and the rest of the West. Mm-hmm. The rest of the world aren't a pack of idiots.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
So we're in deep shit because we've got Kansas City coming off a bye.
Oh, God. Tony.
All right. And the only respite I will give for the 49ers is that we've got 31 days less rest than any other team in the competition.
Yeah.
Or 33. All right. So
Tony, stop! I'm gonna break out crying here. I need to score though, because it looks bad. We got 12 weeks of football left. It can't all be bad. Please, God. But Tony, give me your score in this game.
It's up to Chokerhand, Ronbo, and I can't even give you a score. I'm just going to tell you it's going to be a touchdown either.
Okay.
Touchdown either way, but I think we're going to lose.
All right. So Tony, leaning toward a touchdown or a loss. We've all lost it. I've got doubts in my mind. This is a terrible way to feel. Tony, I will.
You got a 6'7" dude. You got a 6'7" dude that hasn't dropped a ball all season. Put him in goal and throw a high one.
I know Tony.
Get a TD.
Yeah, Tony mentioned him, I think. Well, Tony, let me see tomorrow, and we can finally think. We can say things like, "Cheers, Tony. It's done."
I hope so. I really do.
All right, fam.
Anyway, shout out to Evan Ellis, Big Show, Papa Dragon, the rest of the crew, and that lovely bastard. 49 Brian. Love you. Brian, I've got one more thing, Ronbo. Don't eat Vegemite. Only idiots eat Vegemite.
Good Lord. There you go. You come from an Aussie. Where Vegemite is from. All right, Tony.
Tastes like asphalt. All right.
I'll see you tomorrow.
See you, brother. Cheers.
Cheers. Tony is the first Aussie that has ever said anything bad about Vegemite, and most of them wonder, what is your guys' problem? Vegemite tastes great. You eat peanut butter. They give peanut butter and Vegemite. I don't think Aussies are really crazy about peanut butter. Bossy Man says, what did you think about Brady's commentary on Sunday, especially about Brock needing to throw sooner and trust his guys? Bossy Man, yeah. And also, Brock's hesitating. There's something out of sync. I'm not sure what it is, because, one thing Brock used to do, he didn't give a rat's A about anything. He'd fire that ball. his most triumphant moment to me, and what sold me on him being a damn good quarterback, was that game against Detroit when he was standing. It was an epic scene. The cameras, they were panning in a position where you see these Detroit defenders. They're just flying all over him. They're getting this close, but they're just barely missing. And Brock's standing back there. He's not even paying any attention to him. And he's firing that ball and says, he's the guy. I want to get back to being that guy. And I'm not sure what I'm seeing right now. But Brady's right. Stop hesitating. Do what you used to do. Use your instincts. Fire. Don't overthink it. And I want to see that Brock Purdy return. We'll see. Maybe he'll settle down. He's too concerned about being the guy that's going to carry the load. I really think he's trying to do too much. We'll see what happens. Hey, donut and tea. Donut.
Ladies and hey, sorry about that. Sorry about that.
Okay,
Almost missed you, Ronbo. Had you on mute, player.
Come on,
but before we get started, 49er faithful, Gene D, you done lost your rabbit, mother dove plucking, rat soup eat. Player, if you think that Jordan Mason is not a good running back on Kenneth Walker level, I'm looking at the stats, player. Now, you might got a touchdown here. You might got the touchdown there. But Mr. Ronbo, 49er faithful, Mr. Jordan Mason, I would like to let y'all know that this man is leading the battle between both of them. He's leading the Seahawks room in running backs. In yards alone. Shut up, D. Shut it up. But on that tip, I would like to say,
This is a new intro.
Hey. We said we woke up this morning and we got out of bed, had a big old cup of coffee to fill our head. GD, I call flood, that is a fact. Everybody scream and say, what's up with that? We say, ooh-wee.
What's up with that?
What's up with that? We say, ooh-wee.
What's up with that? What's up with that?
GD is going down just like the Seahawks.
What's up with that? What's up with that?
We signed a kicker. Sorry about that booty.
What's up with that?
What's up with that?
I say defense gonna play good. Brian gonna get together. What's up with that?
We saying what's
up? Everybody out there, 49er faithful, do you hear what I'm saying? I'm keeping the same energy, and I'm saying, what's up with that? I say, Booty, you is my boy still. Marking it slow, I still see you out there. But, GD, I had to make this call because I seen you on this chat all day. Yeah. How you doing, baby?
Hey,
One thing you cannot mess with. Don't let Donut see you messing up in the chat. He comes after you, and that was brutal. I love it. He brought numbers and stats. Gee, but they got some good running backs in Seattle. But for some reason, Gino thinks he's Tom Brady. Gino was throwing the ball so much against the Giants, it made me laugh. I said, they got all the running backs. They got two good running backs. And Gino's out there putting that ball up on every other hike. He ended up losing. Hey, beat him up. Boy, Gino got beat down. Ooh, they tackled his ass a lot.
Oh. Man, they done tackled him up, scooped him up, and funneled up. Oh, yeah, all day. Man, I'm so excited for this game tomorrow, faithful. I don't know if y'all excited as I am. Yeah. It can be scary. I do understand by the way the season is going.
Well, the record is
check
scary.
This out, though. Yeah, man, but check this out. You know what I'm saying? It's like my boy, Fred Warner say, hey, man, short time. You got short time and short memory with some things that's coming up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's on to the next game, and let's get it ready. But I do like to make a quote from my boy Tomlin, you know what I'm saying, after they lost. You know what I'm saying, me? There's a fine time or the fine line to drink wine and to stomp on some grapes. We ain't got no time. We going to stomp on some grapes and make some more wines out of Seahawks fans out there.
That right there.
Yeah.
Ooh-wee.
One thing I do understand is that I am glad that we signed a veteran kicker, Matthew. You know what I'm saying? He does have a lot of, good kicks under his belt.
Yeah,
his statistics alone, speaks for his, veteran status.
And have you seen him in action though?
Let's get it.
Because I never heard of him. I may have saw him before. I didn't remember him. Is he any?
I actually saw him when he was doing pretty good when he was in Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Did pretty good when he was in Kansas City also. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? He was there with the year when they won a Super Bowl, you understand me? And everything like that.
Right.
He does got a good statistics though. Out of his whole career so far in 8 years, he's 40 out of 47.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Yeah, that's what
I'll take that statistic alone.
I can't understand why he got thrown out anywhere.
Hey, you got people out there like Justin Tucker. You got people out there that maybe want some money. Hey, I don't know if
I forgot about the salary.
But
maybe asked for too much. I could have been.
And Kansas City, they win their championship. The only thing they keeping is Travis Kelce and your boy Patrick Mahomes. They got them on lock, but everybody else, they like, if you want to go, you can go. Yeah. So that's all it is about out there, faithful. I'm glad we had 4 kickers that was going out, for the job. But I'm glad that we have somebody that's a veteran, somebody that's ready to go. And, that seems to be that seems to be the big reason last week that we had to really switch it up in the second half when Moody got hurt. You know what I'm saying? So when it's all said and done, there's a lot of bright spots with this game is coming up. Because 49ers is really mad because they're looking at the schedule, and so far, AFC, we kicking butt. We're doing our thing. No matter who it is, Rodgers and the Jets, they were supposed to be good. They still pretty good. Okay? Ain't how they are. You know what I'm saying? The schedule is what it is. But the 3 is with NFC opponents. We need this win, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to go hard. And we always go harder when we play opponents in the division.
Keep your faith, faithful. Just keep your faith.
And barely lose.
They can do.
Yeah. Could have won both games. It's not like we got a beat down from the L.A. Rams or the Cardinals, but we managed to make that right mistake at exactly the right time. That amazes me.
Yeah. It's like I said, man, or it's like a couple of callers said a couple of weeks back. Every team and every 4 or 5 years, you know what I'm saying, there's always a shakeup in the NFL the way things is going.
Oh, yeah.
Right now it's kind of our turn, but I am glad that we did sign a kicker. Let's go ahead and roll with it. You know what I'm saying? He's ready to go in Seattle. I saw the interviews. What's also been on my mind, and it's kind of staggering, is that your boy John Lynch gave your boy Mr. Robert Silas a call and had to sit down chit-chat after he was fired. So faithful don't know if anything going to happen with that this year, but collectively I think he can get some ideas on how to bring the intensity back within the defense, get some ideas of some better tackling drills within the defense. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no way with the people that we have on our team right now for our defense, there's no damn way that we shut down Connor in the first half and he was able to be amazing in the second half. We have to finish, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm going to blame that on the Heat. That made no sense. But fam, we'll see what happens the next couple of weeks. The 49ers can play better than that. I just don't believe what I'm saying. But anyway.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
But we're going to go with our score. We're going to go with the last caller. You know what I'm saying? I think he said 30-24. Mm-hmm. That seems like a good, if not 30-21, 30-24. Brock Purdy will be back and score 30. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
He's got
because the offensive weapons, we have too many offensive weapons for us not being efficient in the red zone, and that's unheard of to be 1-6 in the red zone. That's not us. Let's use George Kittle. Let's use Juszczyk, and let's keep it rolling, baby.
Keep it rolling.
Because I figured Brock would be back in the MVP conversation again last year. He was in it and fell out at the last minute. It was a weeks into it, So Brock, you can play better than what you're doing now. We've seen it. get it done.
Oh, yeah.
He'll be all right. He's overthinking and trying to be a leader too hard. I really think he's thinking that way because quarterbacks are supposed to be able to do that, right? So Brock's thinking, well, how old is he now? 23, 24, somewhere in there? Maybe 25?
Yeah.
Yeah, Brock is overthinking. You don't have to take charge. You got plenty of veterans on that team that you don't have to be that kind of a leader. Just be a leader and stay within yourself. You know, Kyle's got to
just go back to the Brock of old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I want to say.
Go back to the Brock of old. Yeah. Don't run 5 miles. Get rid of to get away from the tackles. If you got to throw it away, player, throw it away. Live the next play.
Not a problem.
It's gonna be all right.
Don't force it downfield. You know, just get it to that guy that's open. It's okay. Nobody cares. If they're not going to call you a dink and dunk quarterback like some idiots like to do. Just get rid of the ball where the defense gave you the chance. It's okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I know. I know he's at the family dinners. You know what I'm saying? I know Pop's sitting across from him like, yeah, baby, we all done eating. Can you go ahead and bring the pie? Okay, I got you. Okay, now look here, son. We need you to go back to what you was doing. Stop overthinking it. You know what I'm saying? And look here, I'm gonna travel to Seattle with the wifey, and we need you to get back to what you was doing, player. Don't make me have to holler through the stand. I know they had that conversation.
Wouldn't it be great? You had one of them crazy uncles that said, "Don't make me take off my belt. I'll walk down right on down to that field and whoop your ass right in front of everybody."
Yes, indeed.
Hey,
extended belt.
Let me see y'all tomorrow, and we can say things like, "Man, we can relax. They look like they're ready to go." I want to be able to say that so bad.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed.
Everybody wear your colors, cook something nice and right, and go ahead and throw the beef and the pork out the window. Let's go ahead and get some chicken and turkey going. You know what I'm saying? Either it's the whole things or just the wings. Let's go ahead and put the juju on Seattle.
Handle that business. Rub for your tum-tum.
There you go. Tell that to Tanisha. Guys, I'll tell you what. Everybody loves you. We'll see you tomorrow, all right?
Yes, indeed.
Ronbo.
Have a good night, everybody. Bang, bang, nine again. And hit that like, comment, and subscribe. You understand me? If you ain't had to do it already, please bless yourself with that, because this is the best platform for 49er faithful, y'all. Let's keep it going, y'all. Let's keep it going.
Y'all.
Thanks, fam. Y'all have a great night. Can't wait to hear from you tomorrow. All right.
All right, good night. Good night, Productions. Good night.
Night, Tanisha. You know, are we even able to take a loss tomorrow? I couldn't take a loss tomorrow. I really can't. It's not going to be the impact the Super Bowl loss has, but you can't, not again, Niners. Don't do it again. You usually play your best football on the road. It used to be. But you notice this year they're playing their best football. No, we can't even say best football at home now. But will it be 100 degrees every time the 49ers play? But I know. The Cardinals played in 100 degrees, but they played 100 degrees every day. They're living 100 degrees. Alice. Let's come on out. We got. All right, bring it. Bring it, Papa Dragon's favorite BAS, TARD. Brian, what to do, player?
What it do, player? The bastard is here, y'all. How you doing, fam? Oh, I got a little song for y'all tonight.
Okay.
Gina D loves his sheep. Gina D loves his sheep. Gina D and he loves his sheep. Oh, Gina D, and you're gonna get beat. Yeah.
JD, well, I've not been reading your comments. What did you do to set people on fire? They're coming after you like crazy. Gene loves that kind of attention, though.
Well, Ronbo, we only see Gene D like twice a year, and he's been swept the last 2 years, and we're going to make it 3 years in a row.
Oh, that'd be
And I've got my broom ready for it. So
He'll be gone here in another week or two.
Oh, God. And Brian, it's such a good thing because Gene D will be the only team in the division that has beat us so far. And that would make it that would add more to the fun. Gene, it's on, Gene.
And hey, shout out to you Labs fans in the chat. How does it feel being 1-4, you losers?
Rudy's still got energy though. Oh, you've seen him. He's running videos. He's got posters up. Everything that has nothing to do with the Rams. I always wonder though, when the guys always talk about another team and not his own team, what does that tell you about that guy? He has no love for his own team. There's nothing to talk about because they're a piece of whatever you put in the toilet getting ready to be flushed. I love it.
Ronbo, can you imagine if Rudy didn't have you to harass what he would do?
I've thought about that. A lot of people are coming here to hang out with us. I wonder what their lives would be like.
Yeah, exactly.
Texas, what are you talking about? Imagine losing to the Rams. Don't take the schedule and tell Texas boy who he's lost to. He doesn't know. But go ahead. How do you make those kind of statements always blow my mind? How do you talk? If you're a Cowboy fan, what do you say to anybody? I wouldn't tell anybody I was a Cowboy fan if I was a Cowboy fan. That's embarrassing.
Well, Cowboy fans they're of a different breed. They really are. And
for years.
We don't know what kind of breed that is. I mean, it's Jerry's world down there. So
what are you trying to say?
I don't
You think there's some ancestral things going on around there?
Yeah, and then you gotta. I don't know what kind of. I don't think the water is that great down there. There's something in the water. It's just weird. So I'm gonna leave like Tony. Tony's great at burning Texas boy. That's his thing. So I just sit there and just love how Tony just cooks that guy every night.
I know.
The way I cook Gina D and Tammy Banks in the chat every night. I school you, bro, and you know it. And you still come in our chat, so you keep that energy, playa. Because the marketing schmo knows the score, Ronbo score.
You do that so well.
So I'm gonna say we get 30.
Okay.
And it's gonna be 30-13. Our defense is gonna show up.
Yeah, we gotta get 30.
And I don't want our boy dropping the ball this week. We got to be able to run against these guys because they're beat up,
And they don't do that. Did you see that Giants-Hawks game? I was kind of shocked.
Yeah.
At how hard the Giants were running.
Yeah.
I said, wow. Hey.
We need to run it down their throat,
Brian. When it comes to us, though, teams that don't do that well against the run, for some reason, they do a decent job against us. And I said, you know what? I don't understand this. Because it's the formations and the defensive lineups.
Are we going to see some Garendo running down their throats? That's what I want to see.
Well, you should, because don't overrun. Let them get some breather here and there. We'll see.
Yeah, but I think my boy George Kittle's. I think Kittle's going to have a great game. I think he's fired up every time he plays Seattle.
Oh, him and Debo.
Well, so
yeah, they love it.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. I think what we always do, we always start out like crap every time we play. But I think we'll pull it off this time as long as caller said before, no turnovers. We can't afford turnovers.
Oh.
That just kills us every game.
Especially the fourth quarter, please. God.
Yes. Yep. We need some red zone action too, buddy. Got to get it. That red zone's killing us, So, but Ronbo, hey, I know it's short and sweet tonight, so big win tomorrow. We need it. We got to do it, and I'm staying faithful, and I'm not gonna hate on my coach like everybody else likes to do, especially that guy from Tennessee still trying to play the bass over there. I just got better things to do than hate on my coach. I love my team too much, So you guys all keep that energy because I think Kyle Shanahan, until he loses more and more games, he's really not going to go anywhere. So I don't understand why you're blowing hot air for nothing. It's a waste of time, We
as long as we're competitive and winning most of the time, he's not going anywhere.
Yeah. And a lot of people will cry about that, but hey, you got to deal with it. So everybody have a good night. shout out to my fam. You know who you are. And my not eating Vegemite friend down there in Australia. I hope you're doing well, sir. All right, you guys. Have a good night. Ronbo, you take care. Love you.
Thanks, fam. Love you back. And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Oh, man. How do you... that's a great question. How do you scrubs feel after a Super Bowl, decline after a Super Bowl? Well, Gene, we could ask you the same question. You guys have been there a couple of times, and I believe you've taken a trip to the land of the... Hear that sound? Flushed. Hey, yo, Ellis! I like about Rudy. Rudy doesn't talk about that anymore. Come in after the Super Bowl and look like crap. When his team set an NFL record for defense of a Super Bowl champion to lose more than any team in NFL history. GD, you guys went to the Promised Land too after your Super Bowl, so I don't know how you asked that question. Well, it's a big show. Ooh, it's a big show on tonight.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening.
Yes, it is a good evening. Get this Thursday night, one of 2 Thursday night games out of the way. I still believe the schedule makers are probably in there laughing and joking. Hey, wait, watch this, guys. Watch this. I'm going to set the 49ers. Watch this. All right. This makes it so they have to do 2 Thursday night games. It's already a pain in the ass. And let's make sure the Chiefs are going to come up a bye. All right. Bingo! Look at that schedule. If the 49ers win more than 8 games this year, party on me. I'm buying everything. I don't believe in conspiracy theories, but I believe this was a collaborative effort to screw the 49ers over in the schedule. Okay. Go ahead. I'm done.
No, we just tend to screw ourselves up in the foot. So, I don't believe in conspiracy theories either. I don't think the refs are helping. I don't think I'm not the one to blame the refs all the time, like some people do.
The refs abuse everybody though, so I'm off of that too.
We just tend to shoot ourselves in the foot, and we shown that last weekend.
Mm-hmm. We can't fumble the ball at the 3-yard line.
Christian McCaffrey is literally the heartbeat of our offense, and when our heart stops beating, all creativity goes out the window. And I don't know what people are smoking, thinking we're going to be scoring 30 points when we can barely score any points at all in the second half of last week.
To score 30? I mean, how many points did the Giants get? Didn't the Giants get 30? Although it was albeit over a mistake, that block punt that the Hawks. Didn't the Giants score 30 points though?
I don't pay attention to them. I don't know, honestly.
No, they just played the Chiefs. I mean, the Hawks and beat them. And I think they did score 30. But anyway.
Good for them, though. But we're not going to get Christian McCaffrey back at all this season, I don't think, because, like I had said a while ago, if you go all the way to Germany for a second opinion, we have the best of the best in Stanford right up here in your backyard.
Mm.
Something's severely wrong with your legs. I mean, I just don't see him returning.
Show. They've already said that he's near returning now.
I will believe it when I see it. They also said that we're going to be hanging Super Bowl championship banners instead of NFC ones, and I don't believe anything they say anymore. Unfortunately, but
I can't say anything against that. I mean, that's pretty much how it's been. You got to go in thinking you're going to win it anyway. All right, so anyway.
And once your heart stops beating on offense, and they take out Jawan Jennings, who now they're starting to pay attention to more than Brandon Ayuk, which is why he had a game last week, because they put all their attention on Jawan Jennings.
That's good. I don't mind which one of them gets the ball, as long as they do something with it. If they want to take Jennings out of the game, that's fine. Let Ayuk, and maybe that might even help Debo out. If I got 2, every time I pick one guy.
Everybody else has to step up, though, and that's not been the case lately. I mean, it's going to be a long road ahead because I quite honestly feel like our culture is kind of broken a little bit. This is what happens when you have a team that's been together for way too long, especially when you overpay your players, and they get way too comfortable back there and thinking their job's not in jeopardy. They just stop fighting.
Yeah,
they just stop fighting and stop getting hungry.
No, I do. The hungry part. You both of the 49ers have been competitive every year and right in the mix, right, for the last 5 out of 6 years. And maybe more, right? Anyway, the 49ers, I can see where there may be a mental letdown of a little bit. It's tough to be staying up like that for this length of time. You know what, Show? Watch what happens next. I can already anticipate this. If the 49ers win tomorrow, I think they might be ready to go.
I don't think if we win tomorrow, it doesn't necessarily meaning we're back on track or we're going to the Super Bowl.
What I'm saying is you're well enough into the season now where I might be inspired to play. From week 1, they were pumped up for some reason against the Jets. But week 2, you could see, okay, you guys are going to play? All right. And then week 3 was a little more weird. It's just one of those things. They're a money club now. There's a lot of NBA teams like that. They don't feel like playing the beginning of the season, but getting toward the playoffs and money time, all of a sudden they turn it on. I'm hoping the 49ers are that light switch type of crew. We'll see.
You will see for sure, but we're extremely paper thin on both sides of the ball as far as the trenches goes on the offensive line and the defensive line especially.
That's an equalizer. I mean, most teams are.
Yeah, it's very worrisome. And when we lost Javon Hargrave, that took the wind out of our sails almost pretty much on defense. And
Wait, Show, you don't think the defense got better with it? Okay, I hate to say this, but we're starting to run a lot better since Hargrave left. And things look different, but not in a bad way. I forgot about Hargrave until you just now mentioned him.
Arizona had no problem running up the middle against us and north and south.
Only after the heat had got to everybody. I swear to God, that had to be it. They got Connor and told him
they played in the heat too, Ronbo. I mean, we can't.
I know, but offensively, it's a little easier. You're running the ball. And Connor's nobody's piece of cake no matter what. But he was shut down in the first half. And I'm thinking fatigue took over in the second half. Maybe I'm wrong, but I doubt it. The camera's on Nick Bosa. The water was just pouring off him like somebody's holding a bottle over his head. That'll kill you, Show. That kind of heat.
I know. Trust me, I've sat in it before. And
right, so it's no wonder Connor finally got loose.
But every time we go in the clink, it's like literally a toss up. It's a coin toss because I know the clink isn't as what it used to be anymore, but still, like it's a crapshoot almost, pretty much.
It's still Seattle.
You don't know what Seattle team we're going to be getting. We have DK Metcalf, and the running game is pretty good, and DK Metcalf went off on the Giants.
We're not bringing the Boy Scouts though. They got to stop us too. This is why I always look at that. They look good, okay, fine, but you got to bring butt to get butt. So we'll find out who's got the good.
I'm not going to predict a score because, like I told you, I'm retired from the prediction game business. Brandon Knight literally exhausted me from that shit. I am so pissed off. I'm so pissed off at him still. The way he mentally drained us all in the off season and ruined pretty much the vibe. Like, I think the vibe of our culture is pretty much almost gone. Like, and this is what happens when we get the guys for too long. It's like. It feels totally different this year. It truly does.
These guys are worn out. They really are. And I knew that was going to be the case. I was hoping they'd not get over that, but look for week 5, 6, 7. I look for something better.
I will be looking forward to your shows tomorrow. Shout out to Donut and Tanisha. I love their energy. I wish I could feel the same exact energy in the football world, but in the real life world, I actually do have that energy. I'm a pessimistic person when it comes to football, but in life in general, I'm not a pessimist. You kind of have to be because NFL seasons could go sideways really fast, Like, look at what happened to the Jets and Aaron Rodgers when he went out last year. Like, oh my God, what the?
Look at the Jets now.
Yeah.
It's gonna
shout out to Donut T. Shout out to all the Tonys. Shout out to Jalen. Shout out to Ellis, who's coming up soon, I hope pretty soon, and shout out to Papa Dragons and the TNT family, and you all take care and have a great night. Stay safe out there.
Good night, Joel. It'll be all right, I'm telling you. All right. Good night, fam. Alice, are you there? Let's give Ellis a little more time.
Ronbo.
There he is. All right. Well, it's that time when we go ahead and talk trash before the game and get mad. You washing dishes? Ellis?
Just tightening up.
Oh.
Just tightening up, you know. But yeah, go ahead.
Well, I thought you were washing dishes. You want us to wait? Ellis, this is that day before the game when we talk a lot of trash, and that's why we get so mad the next day. I'm starting to think people don't say too much before the game. It's probably the right approach. But I already did it. Ellis, it's your turn.
I mean, it's a must win. I mean, shit, I don't know if everybody hopefully nobody is saying that we can lose this game and still have a
they got some people saying that. Saying things like, I'm not going to say that tomorrow's loss is the end of the season, but it is getting a little bit, I just said, what are you talking? It is. You don't want to go lose a Division I game, everybody we play. And this is it. Division sweep in the first round.
Look, if Seattle and the Cardinals go, 10 wins, 10, 11 wins, either of the two or both, or close enough to it, we lose to all three of them at least one time, we're up Schitt's Creek.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
so
let's cut the shit.
Yeah,
exactly. And I mean, look.
That's not going to
we have done it. We have done it, and we can do it. But this year, I don't think we're going to do that.
Ooh, yeah.
No Christian McCaffrey. I mean, there's been no consistent flow, or really show of like we got it. You know what I mean? Like we have the team even still, but nobody's. I mean, we can't put together, a full sequence 4 quarters that looks like okay. Like we got it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's crazy to me. The Minnesota game, we still could have won that game, and we shouldn't have lost against the Rams or the Cardinals. I mean, but it seems to be these little bullshit mistakes, and, it doesn't work out into our favor that we play all 3 of our division opponents early and lost to all of them. Or I'm just saying, like it's a bad intro, and that makes for a much harder back end of the season. And we're not shit. What they say, we have the 5th or the 6th hardest second half schedule, in the NFL. I mean,
with the schedule we got, it ain't even about the teams. It's about how the setup's going with them. Everybody coming off of a rest and everything else. I mean, I would consider us have the number 1 worst schedule of the second half for sure. God, it's going to get rough from here.
Yeah. Seattle's they gonna come try to put the knife in.
Oh yeah, they know they have to. Can't come in there.
They got McDonald there. I mean, we haven't played the Seahawks since he's been the coach, and with the way that he played us defensively last year, I mean, shit.
What's that? It's the Ravens. He was their coach. That's right.
Exactly. Exactly. So, this isn't Pete Carroll. This isn't the Pete Carroll Seahawks that we've been whooping on the past couple of years between him and the Rams, and
because of
running the whole, whooping everybody in the division, going undefeated and all that. This is different. This is a different set of circumstances, a different team. They all want to try to draw some blood from us. So, this can't be a game that we allow there to be the amount of mistakes that we've had the last few games. And I mean, after looking at it, yes, Brock does need to take care of the ball better. He's got, almost as many turnovers as he does touchdowns right now, and that's not a very good. Those aren't very good stats for him. I think he's got like 4 fumbles already, if I'm not mistaken. Is it 4 fumbles and 4 INTs?
I know he's got 4 INTs. I don't know how many fumbles.
Yeah. So it's just not a good look, and he's better than that. It just so happens that You know, he has been holding on to the ball a little bit, but shit, the protection has been shitty. I mean, it seems like we get like a few good series or something like that, or he just makes it look like with the way he's able to move around and kind of make decisions, you know, on those plays, the majority of the time, he's making the offensive line look like they're doing their job, but at the end of the day, they're really fucking not. You know, Trent Williams is, you know, it seems like he's gasping or dragging ass a bit. You know, definitely not looking like the best tackle in the league.
Tuna fish sandwich, and he's still trying to get in shape.
Well, that's why you don't bullshit the off season. Like, you can't sit up here and act like you want to win a Super Bowl, but you don't want to go and train in the off season. Like, that's bullshit. There's no such thing as you take off and you not work out when you retire from football.
Yep.
But if you're an NFL, a current NFL athlete, then you're playing for a team of this caliber, there should be no such thing as I'm taking an off season off completely. If you're not, you know, healing up from an Achilles, ACL, or something, you know, horrendous, or completely retired, there should be no such thing as that. Because when your ass come to camp, you're dragging ass. When you miss a whole, you know, off season, and then you come out preseason in the regular season, you're dragging ass. And we got 17 games. We got 17 weeks to show if we got what it takes. And shit, you can't say, oh, wow, you know, first 3 to 5 games, you know, it took me 3 to 5 games to get my shit together. That's just unacceptable. I mean, I don't give a shit what's going on. It's unacceptable.
Absolutely. Well, what do you got for a score? What's going to be the outcome?
Shit, we winning. I mean, we winning. I'm always picking us to win, no matter what. Like I said,
me too.
Before, it sounds like they don't have a very good run defense over there in Seattle, and shit, neither do we. So
watching them play the Giants, they'll will tomorrow.
Yeah, this might be
strange.
Yeah, this might be the tale of the who's going to get the most ground yards on the ground. And I mean, they got Charbonnet and Walker, man. Them motherfuckers, they get busy. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
it's strange.
They 1-2 punch is much harder than ours. You know, let's just keep it a bean.
Okay.
So you know, it's on the defensive line though. Score wise, man, I'm giving them. Let's see. I'm gonna say. I say we score more points this game than we have, you know, in the last couple of games outside of that Jets game, man. Give me 38-24.
38. All right.
Yeah. Look, I said if we score less than 25 points, we're not winning. We're not winning games scoring less than 25 points. We did that shit last game and we lost. We scored less than 25. I said that though that weekend before we played that game, and that's what happened. So if it's the same rules apply. We're not winning no damn games this year with, you know, less than 25 points for the most part. If we do, it's a nail biter, and I'm not with the nail biting.
No.
I'll take the win, but you know,
and that's been the case for sure. All right, E, tell you what, let's get that 30 points tomorrow and stop.
Protect that ball, Brock. Yeah, protect that ball. Offense, protect the ball. I think Fred is going to come and play, you know, and do his thing, and I'm curious to see what they end up doing with the safety with Talanoa out. You know, Malik Mustafa's got some big, you know, he got a big plate. He's got a big plate that he's got to be ready to eat, man. And Charvarius Ward, if you get smoked, I'm gonna start calling you Richard Sherman 2.0 from here on out. I'm not calling you by your last name. I'm not calling you Charvarius. I'm not calling you 7. I'm going to call you Richard Sherman 2.0, the latter version. So get your shit together. .com. Shout out to the faithful, man. Y'all know what it is. Hit that like and subscribe. And, you know, let's man, we going to eat or get eaten, man. So or get eaten. You know what I'm talking about. Go Niners. For life.
All right, Ellis. Good stuff.
All right. Yes, sir. Peace.
Let tomorrow come. Night, fam. Man. See, we're going in this. Hey, this is. You know what, fam? I like about this. Whenever we go into the game like this, especially me, If I just have no good feeling about the game at all, it comes out a good omen. When you need to get scared, is what I'm saying. Man, we gonna beat. I'll tell you what. At the halftime, they're gonna be throwing the white flag on the field, talking about please get up off of us. That's when we get our ass kicked up and down the road. I just knew we were gonna beat the Cardinals. Well, again, I was a little concerned about Kyler. I'm always concerned about him though. Jalen.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Jalen, worry, fears, embarrassment. You know?
I'm not mistaken. I don't think I might have called in Wednesday. No, wait. When were you last live, Ronbo? Sunday?
Sunday. And then Friday, of course. That's what I was doing. I think you were in here Friday. And you was dropping off that. Man, y'all ain't got no business thinking you're going to win this game, Jalen delivery. And you would have been right. God, Niners.
Ronbo, did I not literally say that if there was anybody in the division that was the threat to win the division, it'd be the Rams? Because the Seahawks are ass and the Cardinals are ass. But if there was any team in the division that was a threat to beat the 49ers, I said it'd be the Cardinals. I've said, Ronbo, you can go back.
No, I remember saying that. And also, I never argued with you about that because Kyler Murray is a problem.
And look at what happened, Ronbo.
And did you see that play? Kyler, they had his little butt, taking him down to the dirt. He lets that thing fly, and lo and behold, hits Marvin Harrison. Perfect. I said, you know what? That's why I don't like Kyler Murray. Damn it. Win the game. All right. Anyway.
Ronbo, I can't believe I've been hearing some of these fans coming in here. The Jets, good football team. Ronbo, let's just get something straight. The two teams that we have wins against, one, their starting quarterback is Jacoby Brissett, and the second are coachless right now. So we have not beat really good teams, y'all. Ronbo, since when have the New York Jets ever been highlighted as a good win in the NFL? You tell me that.
I can't remember.
When?
I mean, you know what?
Bragging, Ronbo, is that how low we've gotten as a fan base that we bragging about beating the Jets? What the fuck? What are we talking about, faithful?
Can I just say something on behalf of that? Because the thing is, they didn't always have Aaron Rodgers, and the defense has been always pretty good. I mean, not for the last couple of years. Anyway.
Ronbo,
so
when
it's
was the last time the Jets won more than 10
feel
games?
Good about that one.
When was the last time the Jets won more than 10 games, Ronbo?
I'd have to Google that. But
Ronbo, we bragging about the Jets, claiming that's a good win. They don't have a coach right now. And then the Patriots don't even
according
get
to
me
the Jets, they
started
didn't have
on
a coach that night either.
Don't get me started on them. Man, Ronbo, I've been seeing all kinds of posts. 3-6, 2020, we turned the season around, went to the NFC Championship, and did what? We started the season off losing and we ended the season losing. See, a turnaround is if you start the season off losing and you end winning. Well, both of those instances that people want to bring up, when we made it to the NFC Championship, we fucking choked and we lost. So who cares about the turnaround if in the end we lose? Nobody cares if you didn't finish. It's not about how you start, it's how you finish, correct? Is that not right, Ronbo?
That is absolutely right.
So if we're started wrong and we're still losing in the end, how the heck? I don't understand.
There's a lot of teams in this boat. Jalen, listen. Each and every
Ron, but
year,
we're not a lot of teams. We're the San Francisco 49ers. We're 5 times
a lot of teams come in every year shooting out to shoot, just kicking ass. That's going to end in about 3 to 4 weeks max. And then the real teams will show up. So, I don't put too much credence in the first 5 weeks. I said that in week 3, too. But listen, it's going to get better, and it's going to get worse for some people. Actually, I saw a little bit of a chink in the armor of the Vikings. They escaped. Sam Darnold did not have a good game finally. So, and look at Burrows over in, Burrows is better than that. Him and the Bengals can't beat nobody. When did that start being the case? So, I'm looking at some of the teams.
Hold on now. When have the Bengals not been able? It's the damn Bengals, Ronbo. How'd they get Joe Burrow? They suck. The organization.
I'm talking about since Joe Burrow got there.
Ronbo, the Bengals are still going to be the Bengals. They had Chad Johnson and still was fucking up. Come on now, let's not do that.
That's a good point.
They had
but the Rams used to be like that too, until all of a sudden they got Stafford. suddenly bought a rest of that team like they did and paid hard money for it. And now they're still paying the bills on it and haven't won a game since. But that, it is one of the things that the 49ers have done. You got to build a team right. Right now we're hurt. We got the wrong injuries, and it'll get better.
Ronbo, I'm going to be real with you. You do know I don't think we're undefeated. And they're coming off a bye. We're not going to beat them next week. So we have to win the game tomorrow.
Chiefs or Cowboys? Ronbo. Who do we play next week?
Ronbo, we play the Chiefs next week. You'll never get me to say we're going to beat the Chiefs. Okay. I only hope we're going to beat the Chiefs. In fact, I'm going to do the WL thing next week. I'm not going to give a score. As a matter of fact, I don't think I'll just stay out of it. Because I don't. So most likely we're either going to be 3-4, or God forbid we lose to the Seahawks and we're 2-5. I don't. Or 2-4.
That's what I'm saying. It's an urgency tomorrow. The 49ers ain't playing now. I look for them to pull a rabbit out of a hat tomorrow.
But we shouldn't have been playing against the goddamn Cardinals.
See.
So hold on now. So you thought that we were playing? Wait. You thought we were playing against the Cardinals?
No, I don't know what happened to Mason. Mason has one more fumble on the season.
We got shut out in that second half, Ronbo. I'm not just gonna put that on Jordan Mason. That's touchdown.
Defenses have gotten smart about Kyle's offense. He's got to do something.
Ronbo.
He did.
Ronbo, did Kyle Shanahan not get out coached?
Maybe, but Jordan Mason, Mason, I could have had you fumble anytime, but now, why now? There's so much time on the clock.
Ronbo, when you have 0 points offensively, that's getting out coached. I'm sorry. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're getting out.
There's no defense that can offer on that. But Jen, I do need a score because we got to go. Before you send everybody to suicide watch. What score you got?
Ronbo, don't blame this on me. It's on Kyle. He took care of his business. I went out to come in here like this.
Okay. Well, what score you got?
Also, quick question. Where's Ricky Pearsall?
He buying a gun.
Okay.
He'll be back next week.
Yeah, could have took offensive lineman, but we still waiting on Ricky Pearsall. Okay.
Next week. He'll open up his window next week. There was no need to open up his window this week on a short week. Next week he returns. Give me a score, Jalen.
Oh, God. I got us losing tomorrow. I don't. Maybe if I say I got us losing.
You just want to put an L next to it? You don't want any numbers?
We'll lose, we'll win. Yeah. All
right, Jalen, I'm going to put you down for an L. Jalen called it. We got 2 already, so don't feel alone. All right, Jalen. Let me give you a holler, and I'll see you tomorrow. Niner! Jalen, I don't know what we do without you and Big Show. Y'all be, boy. Jesus. Steven Ortega. Steven, come on in, man.
Hey, Ronbo.
Hey, Steven.
I was waiting for you. I was like, I hope he calls my name.
Oh, good. See, you don't sound like a guy that's all pissed off at the 49ers. Because Jalen and Big Show, boy, they just be, oh, my God. Steven, we play the Hawks tomorrow, Steven. And, you can make a prognostication. And Steven, what are you thinking here? What can we expect?
Well, first I want to say, hey, Rumble chat. Hey, how you guys doing? Rumble, how you doing? How's your day?
It was okay. It's so funny, Steven. When I do this program, I always come in feeling great. I'm feeling great. And then after I have a few conversations, people start planting doubt seeds in your mind. And Steven, I'm entertaining thoughts of possibly losing this game. I wasn't before this game started. I feel good about the 49ers. I'm listening to what they're saying, and I'm thinking, all right, we got this. Come in here and talk to Papa Dragon, Steven, Jalen, Tony down in Australia. I'm thinking we're going to they're going to beat our brains out. Steven, you know what I'm saying? Whew, man, it's rough.
Yeah, tomorrow's the game. I'm nervous. We're here already, Rumble.
Steve, it's okay. If you feel the same way, it's okay. I'll be fine. I'll survive. Steven's such a nice guy. Steven just want to say, you know what? I don't feel any better than they do. Go ahead, Steven.
I'll just say that Seattle, they have a good defense.
Yeah. Hell of a running game.
Yeah, their running game's pretty good. Geno Smith.
There's a soft spot.
We faced him before and we stopped him. But in a couple of times, But did you see what DK Metcalf said this week about us?
What did he say?
What?
Was he talking trash?
Oh, he said we're not the same like last year. You know what I mean? That's what he said.
Well, he's right. Actually, we're not.
Yeah.
Without CMC, we're not the same team offensively. I don't know about the defense, so I'm not sure what to think about them. But we lost some people there too. We got too many youngsters on the. You know what? Everybody's got people missing though, so I can't use that for an excuse.
He said, this is the least worried I've been facing them. Their defense isn't that. Their defense isn't that good. Can't tackle. They aren't good in coverage. I'll probably have a career night. Oh my god.
Oh, I'm glad he. Stephen, I'm glad he said that. I love it. Now, most likely the 49ers have heard how he feels about the 49ers. Good.
Yeah. Well, we have to cover him good.
He said the same thing. He came in talking trash to Mooney last year, and Mooney held his ass down all game long. So, see, also, Steve, you got to remember, we have an offense they've got to deal with too. Even though we're having issues, it's still the 49ers offense. We can still put out pain. So we'll see.
Yeah. Did you see about Hufanga? He's out for a month, I think. That's not good.
Yeah, easily. He's got torn ligaments in his hand. That's going to take forever to heal.
Yeah.
What's really worrisome, though, is that Mooney Ward's not 100% healthy. Now, if he's got a knee issue going on, I don't know what they're going to do. Yeah. This is the wrong guy to play with a knee issue.
What's your thoughts on the Salah? He got fired. Yeah.
He was scapegoat. Yeah. They went all out on this. They went and got Aaron and paid him a fortune. They let Aaron hand select the people he wants in here. And Salah's job was pretty much over as soon as Aaron got there because Aaron started taking over the team right then and there. He swears to God he was not responsible for firing Salah. But I wonder what the conversation was like between the owner and him before the owner went and fired Salah. So, I think it sucks. I mean, how are you going to blame the defensive coordinator and not let Hackett? You let Hackett off the hook. Why? Because that's Aaron's guy. Hackett's offense is weak. They weren't doing bad. They were number 2 in defense. But to get rid of the defensive minded coach? God, that's just strange.
Yeah, and everybody on social media, Ronbo, saying, Salah, come back. Come back.
Right? His heart's not in it right now. He might want to come back next year, but I don't think how Salah feels like playing right now.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on the game tomorrow? Are you feeling nervous a little bit?
Oh, hell yes. Yeah, because if the 49ers were full strength, I would be like, come on, man. We got this. It's going to be close. I'm not going to pick the Hawks to win it. But, yeah, it's going to be close.
I just hope, from Sunday's game that don't let the lead get too big. Ahead. Yeah, get too big. Like control it at the end of the fourth quarter. Don't let them take it from you.
And we got to score 30 points. In order to win this game, we have to score 30. Now, the 49ers, I got the 49ers winning this game 31-17. Why? Because I think the 49ers are tired of what they're hearing. DK Metcalf threw some wood on that fire. I think you're going to have a well-focused team. I think you're going to have a team that's really, really focused on winning this game. If that happens, I think they'll be fine.
Yeah, I think so too. Was Darius on tonight?
Who?
Darius? Is that his name?
Is this a 49er player?
Oh no, he was a first speaker on Sunday's show.
Darius. What was the question about? What did Darius do that we were talking about?
Oh, was he on tonight?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay. I like him.
Darius.
Funny.
Oh, I know. Darius was pretty pissed off Sunday, wasn't he? Yeah. Oh, we all were though.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be okay. We've had this before. Last few years, we've gone through periods of losing, and it's unacceptable to all of us. But the football's ebb and flow. We'll be fine. I don't think they're done.
Then we got the Chiefs next. Oh, I'm more nervous about that game. I'm worried.
I know, because the Chiefs be losing people right and left. And Mahomes, he doesn't look that good this year. But their defense is rock solid. And that's what's keeping them afloat. Holmes, he looks average. He looks as good as any good quarterback, but not like Mahomes good. He just looks okay. So, But anyway, Steven, what do you got for a score?
Score? I'll go 30-24 Niners.
All right. Well, our scores are kind of similar. Okay.
Oh, really?
Right.
Oh, okay.
I got 31-17. You got 30-24. That's pretty much close. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Steven. Let's see what happens. Yeah. This time tomorrow, we'll be talking trash or what? I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, Steven.
I'll be in the chat tomorrow, Ronbo. I'll talk to you in the post game.
Can't wait.
All right.
All right, Steven.
See you, Ronbo. Have a good night.
All right. Yo, Marvin.
Hi.
Marvin?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. How you doing, Marvin? I haven't talked to you in a while. How you doing?
I'm sorry?
I said I've not talked to you in a while. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. I've been listening. I want to give kudos to everybody. But first, I did want to say a couple of things. I know it's real quick.
Okay.
First of all right. Let's not hit the panic button, guys. So each and every one of you guys who have all these NFL fans out here, we all feel the same. I want to start by saying what is basically the main thing you start with when you're trying to win a Super Bowl. And that starts with winning the division. Everybody do know that if the 49ers beat Seattle this tomorrow, they're tied for first in their division, right? They 3-3, Seattle's 3-3. Now, it's that easy. Yeah, it's that easy. But you have to look at what's going to happen. Now, you start off on a high when you beat the Jets. Great game. You go down to Minnesota, road game. Nobody really even knew much about Minnesota. Minnesota's playing well this year. You were in that game, 23-17. You lost the game, it's over. The next game you're on the road against the Rams, you know you should have won that game.
Oh.
Now, actually, after that Minnesota game, you 1-1. You go down to the Rams, you got confidence in beating them. Hey, man, I'm going to let you know, ooh, you gave that one away. Can't do that in the NFL. We all know that, but that's over too. But that puts you at 1-2. Next week you play against New England, a game you should win, and you win. You win convincing. And then this past week, and actually that win against New England puts you back at 2-2. So you go Arizona, all right? Arizona comes to town. You had that game won also. Now, sure enough, you lose it. Losses and L's and W's are just what they are, regardless of how it happens. But you have to be realistic. Now, everybody's worried about the offense. But on that side too, Ronbo, did everybody know that the 49ers are, at this present time, second in the league in offense? In offense, the team. They are fourth in the league in rushing. The 49ers are not doing bad on offense. They're making mistakes, yes. But have anybody looked at the defense? Look at the stats. The team game and the defense has been losing a lot of these games late. Now, sure enough, you're right with your defense. Sometimes you got to open your eyes to exactly what they are. And last but not least, this game against Seattle is a whole lot of damn importance because if you lose it, you're actually way back in the standings of your own division. With Kansas City looming in the background. You don't want to lose this game. You're on the road, and I'm going to say this, guy. I hear a lot of people talk about Dallas. I just left Dallas 86 days ago and moved to Alaska, where Seattle fans are crazy. If you think you guys for this game, these guys down here are fucking losing their mind.
Oh,
so
no.
To each and every fan, listen, I'm not going to stay long because, you know, I'm a Bear fan. I ain't got time to talk about my boys. I hubble bubble. But I'm going to say this. Don't get your head down, guys. If you're going to have mistakes, have them early, correct them, get them right down the stretch, and you will be a decent team. Now, there's a juggernaut of a schedule coming up with you guys. It needs to start tomorrow. You have to beat Seattle, guys. And if you do, man, if you go in and beat Kansas City. Do you have confidence? And after that, you're sitting at 4-3 if you win both of those games. Brand new season, brand new talking point. Everybody else is different. Listen, guys. Hold your hands tight. You okay? You are one game out of your division for first place. If you was 4 games out, you would be, it's time to panic. If you win tomorrow, you tied for first. What else? What are you looking for?
Yeah. Jalen, Big Show, take notes. Right.
I'm just saying, guys. I'm not trying to be a aficionology or nothing like that. I've been in this game a long time.
But from where you
and you know, when my boys have won, and I've been suffering with my Bears a long time.
Well, from where you sit, you can be unbiased. Yeah.
I'm sorry?
No, from where you're sitting, you can be unbiased, see? And where we sit, everybody's biased. Especially us. We're the worst ones.
And if you think you're the only biased fan, it's every fan in every city that loves their team, guys. Hell, I love my team. Guys love the Giants. Guys love the Rams. Guys love the Ravens. And they die for their team as well as you guys.
Yeah.
You have to be realistic, though. Come on, guys. You need to just keep plugging along. You win tomorrow, you back on track. Yeah. First of all, you're in first damn place. What the hell? I don't give a damn if you're 3-3. You're in first place. That's all that matters. If you win your division, you automatically make the playoffs. That's all that matters.
That's true.
What happens in the playoffs? That's a brand new season.
Yeah.
One team can get high out of a wild card and tear it up. So that's the stat, and a whole lot of belief is the belief. But when you read everything and go through everything on it, Rumble, just stay with your team, man. I mean, listen, everybody ain't going to be perfect every week. Yeah, and there's some heartbreaking losses you guys have had. Yeah. But does it make you stronger, or do you quit? You work harder, right?
Yeah, well, you should.
Ronbo, I'm giving you a score. Now, listen, I don't know if everybody know this, but Seattle is in the same damn boat. If they lose this game, they in trouble. They at home, they crunk. I'm letting everybody know. They crunk. I'm here in Alaska, and I can't even talk. These guys, the Bears are nobody to them down here anyway. But all they're talking about is this game. I'm going to give you guys a score, my score.
Right.
I say the 49ers should win. I say the 49ers should win this game. You stay poised. You run the ball, control that crowd, and I think you win this game 20-17.
Hey, that's it. With a new field goal kicker, he'd be all right. He knows what he's doing. Marvin, it's always fun to talk to you. I haven't talked to you in a long time, and that was insightful.
Yeah, I know it, man. I tried to get in. I tried to get in after week 1, but you were so packed, I couldn't get in.
Well, let's not have that happen again. But Mac, I'll be back tomorrow, Marvin. If you get tired of talking to Hawks fans, call us and let's talk.
Yeah. I might give you guys a call, man, because I'm going to be out with the boys, and they were excited about these games, and I told them that I was going to speak with you because I knew a couple of guys down in San Francisco that wasn't real fond of those Hawks.
Oh, that's an understatement.
And they didn't like it.
Yeah.
They didn't like it. So,
all right, Marvin.
So, hey, man, great speaking with you guys. Great time, man.
It's great to hear from you, Marvin. All right, fam. We'll talk to you. Marvin's a Bears fan. Marvin, I got to talk to you more about that later with the Bears. It's a very interesting situation. All right. We'll talk later.
So, now, Ronbo, listen, I called you a San Francisco show. I do Bears content also. But I don't disrespect. This is about the 49ers. I don't come in and toot my horn about my boys winning or losing. I'm just giving my perspective as well as my and my screen name is Marvin's Perspective from the Other Side because I love to chime in everywhere.
I gotta look that up. All right. All right, Marvin. We'll go.
Take care, guys. Y'all have a good night.
You too. Well, Marvin, man, and I didn't know Alaska was second home to Hawks fans. That's pretty funny. Maybe is that Gene D? Are you calling us from Alaska? Hey, Tony, ATL.
Ronbo, how you doing this evening?
Tony, doing all right. You know, the NFL provides so much drama. I'm sitting there watching.
Yes, it does.
I'm sitting there watching First Take, and so I forget who was talking, but Molly jumps in. Stop, wait, fellas, hold up. This is just breaking news. Robert Saleh has been fired.
Mm-hmm.
Stephen A. said, what?
That's what I said. Bad timing, Ronbo. I mean, it's early in the season, and then I saw something on Twitter. It said earlier in the day, and that was on Monday. Earlier in the day, Robert Saleh wanted to make a change at offensive coordinating. Now, you know, Hackett is the offensive coordinator. That's Aaron's boy from Green Bay, right?
Yes, indeed.
So Robert Saleh wanted to make a change, and then next thing you know, 2 hours later, he was fired.
Right.
Because he wanted to make that change.
What is it? What are the odds of that being a coincidence? I'd say 0.
And a coincidence that Aaron Rodgers is there.
Yes. Word got to Aaron. Hackett went and told Aaron, hey, listen, I might be out of here. Seems Sal's going to come and ask me to be excused. And I'll fix that right now. Whoa!
Yep. And then on today on the Pat McAfee show, you know, Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, I saw that sobbing and crying.
Saw that. He said he ain't got no power and all this crap. He didn't know.
And that
come on,
that people think I have that much power is interesting, but I don't. So.
Man, Robert Saleh's a good coach.
But here's the thing.
This, Ronbo.
But the thing is, what was the point of that firing? It's not going to make it other than to save Hackett, like we're talking about, because how is that going to improve this team situation? How does that improve it? Or because he's a defensive minded, he's the one running the defense, and they call him now the head coach. So how did that improve their situation? I can't wait to see them. Now everybody in football is hoping the Jets get drugged through the damn mud. I mean, every week between Monday night they play Buffalo. Oh, Buffalo does a number on them.
And you know who's going to get blamed now? It's going to be Aaron Rodgers.
I know, right? See, where the blame ought to be in the first place.
Yep. Ronbo, you and I talked about this on your last show. He is not playing well. Quarterback rating of 88.9 in his last 12 games.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Aaron,
he's not playing well.
He's overthrowing. He's doing all kind of weird things. Aaron, you need to, instead of going into Middle East vacations, you should have been here trying to develop chemistry and timing with your receivers. No. Man, damn Rodgers. Do it out damn well, please. Now look at you. We're 5 weeks into the season, and you're still missing your targets.
And now he's trying to get Devontae Adams to come there, which he wants to go there.
He'll be there Monday.
That don't mean it's going to make it better.
Wait. Hey, maybe he'll be there tomorrow. Devontae will be there soon, though, because they've all gone all in. If you're going to get rid of your coach, you're going to bring in Lazard and everybody else he asked for. If Aaron wants Devontae, he gets Devontae. They just have nothing to lose. They've been the butt cheeks of the NFL for how long? So Devontae's there. I don't know if they have the assets that the Raiders be interested in. That's the only thing.
Yeah, I heard what the hold up is that the Raiders want a second round pick and the Jets don't want to give up a second round pick. They'll fix that.
You've already done everything else. What the hell? Give them the damn second round pick.
I know.
They didn't ask for the first, right? Do they have a first?
Yep. I'm sure they do, but I didn't think the Raiders asked for a first.
No, the Raiders know that wasn't even possible, but they do know a second-round pick, and the owner's going to probably tell whomever's dealing with the Raiders, listen, I just heard, listen, before you say a word, give them the second-round pick. I'm going to hang up the phone. And because the thing is, you've already done what you've done. Aaron Rodgers got what? Maybe one more? How many more years, Tony, do you think he's going to play?
Well, I'll tell you this. What he did last year, which I was impressed with, I didn't understand why Cleveland didn't re-sign him. And he started this past Sunday in a loss by 3 points. Joe Flacco threw for 359 this past Sunday with 3 touchdowns. Ronbo Flacco is swinging and he's having fun.
He's playing better.
Remember what he did last year for Cleveland?
I know. He's playing better football now than he did when he was on a roster.
Yep.
Really, Flacco's doing crazy good things.
Yep.
So I don't know. You think Flacco?
You guys are all set for Seattle, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm not. In fact, to know there's going to be 4 quarters of, oh, God. It's really, because I don't know what the 49ers, I don't know physically whether they could. Defense have gotten really intelligent about how to cut Kyle Shanahan off. That's why you're seeing Brock throwing balls downfield every play. Every play is a long study. And I said, we used to be, why are we doing this? And then it got broken down, and I was watching the film. And oh, now I see. These defensive.
Yeah, they're showing your replay game now, and I've been watching your replay doing your whole chat. And I saw they had Juice on the field. Get Juice involved in the offense and start getting him some touches and some throws. That'll open it up for everybody else.
See? But see, Kyle hadn't come up with that yet, and he hadn't schemed up. That's not what they worked on all season. They worked on Kyle Shanahan football, right? And then of course our rushing is not. It's a little different. What's his name doing a good job, but he's not CMC, right? CMC causes defenses to have to do different things and make them susceptible to being beat up. That's why CMC made everybody's job easier. Now that's not the case. Mason's doing a great job running, but it doesn't scare a defense, and they'll still put 6, 7, 8 guys in that box. And if you play zone on the 49ers, they're not playing man almost ever. That just ruined everything. What's his name still getting loose out there, though, Ayuk? Jennings has become a master at it. So, I don't know what Kyle is struggling with so much. So it's become a real chess game now.
Do you know if he gets 553 more yards in y'all's next 12 games, that Jordan Mason will have 1,000 yards? He needs 553.
Yeah.
Isn't that something?
He would have been a real hero, too, had he not made that fumble on the 3-yard line. Because I think the 49ers got punched out with him, and we would have won the game. It's so sad. I felt so sorry for him because he's been doing good football until that moment.
But you know what else is sad? That's that Texas boy's been a diplomat tonight. I said, I'm gonna give you this when Dak led them down the field and they scored.
Yes.
But Dak still threw 2 picks in that game, and that Pittsburgh game he threw 2 of them.
Wait a minute, wait. I thought he had 3. Did I count wrong?
Oh, he had 2.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely saw 2. I was waiting for that 3rd one. That's what I was doing. I was sitting there.
They ain't going to win this week, though. Detroit's going to spank that behind this week. I ain't even worried about it.
Because
Detroit going to beat them by more than 10 points, too.
Yeah, because the Steelers' offense is still – it needs a little extra something. But, they weren't bad, but they're winning their games on defense and run the ball. That's not going to work in the NFL every week. Sometimes.
And Ronbo, I don't follow power rankings, but you remember when I was talking to you about a week ago about the balance of power, I said I think Detroit's the best team in the NFC.
Right.
A lot of people said Minnesota's the best team in the NFC, but I think it's Detroit.
Yeah, but you know what?
I still think it's Detroit.
Minnesota came back down to earth. Who they play this past weekend? The defense really did. Sam Darnold had a lot of problems.
They played Aaron Rodgers. They won by 6 points.
That was a good defense. And what's his name did get stymied a few times. Uncharacteristic what he's been doing since week 1. Aaron's the problem.
And Aaron Rodgers couldn't seal the deal on that last drive. He threw a pick.
Also, Aaron's been kind of wild. And Aaron will throw 1 minute, he'll show you flashes of the old Aaron Rodgers, and then he'll throw a wild pass later. I said, wow, Aaron, I can't remember last time I saw you out of control like that.
But you know what they're doing wrong, Ronbo? I'm going to tell you right now what they're doing wrong offensively. Give Breece Hall 20, 25 touches, and that rookie running back from Wisconsin,
Breland,
who weighed 235 pounds, give him about 5-10 touches. Run the rock.
Aaron's
run the rock. I bet you they'll get better then.
Aaron's never had a team where he wasn't out there slinging. He's not going to run the rock, and that's one of the problems. I bet you they're having all kind of problems in that locker room. We used to be better than this. Somebody said that at least once or twice. Tony.
Yep.
I didn't realize how long we've been here. We could do that, okay? We got to give me a score so we can see you tomorrow.
You guys tomorrow. I got you guys winning 28-17, I don't think Seattle's going to score 20 points. Because I think the San Francisco 49ers and Niner Empire, listen to me closely, including Eugene D., the San Francisco 49ers defense and offensive line are going to be in an angry mood tomorrow.
Boy, ain't that the truth.
And justly so. Angry mood.
And I hope that it really is angry, too, because they got to be embarrassed. Stop losing these games in the fourth quarter. Number two, stop having to win in the fourth quarter every week.
And stop giving up 13-point leads. That's stuff that we used to do with the old Atlanta Falcons.
You know?
Giving up big leads. And Byron Murphy is out, that rookie, this is defensive tackle, the first defensive tackle.
Yeah, and the Wushu's out.
And Williams out, the corner for
Mr. Speedy. Yeah. So, yeah. They're, and, you know, I watched that game with the Giants. They don't like to stop the run. I said, but you know what? They'll stop the run against us, though. We still got one more call. Okay. Tony, I'm going to tell you what. Let's get together tomorrow. All right?
Yes, sir. I'll be on your live and everything. And
right.
you guys will take care of business tomorrow.
All right. I'm hoping so. Thanks, Tony.
Just stay healthy. Your offensive line got to get that cohesion, too. Your offensive line got to get cohesion. And then y'all will be back on top.
I know. I saw. All right, Tony.
It's time.
Appreciate you.
All right, take care, sir.
And also, everybody wants to thank you on the great work you're doing on Texas Boy. All right.
That's all right. Texas Boy going to start hiding soon. They got Detroit and then Houston. That's 2 losses right there. So stay tuned. He won't be in the chat for long.
All right, Tony.
Take care.
Oh, you too. Can you imagine? Dallas has been the cream of the crop as far as the state of Texas.
Hello?
And now they aren't even the best team in Texas. It's JJ! JJ, get in here, man!
Hello?
it's I don't know. You know, JJ, when you listen when Big Show came in here and turned all the lights out and left the front door open, I mean, the dude, I'd love to hear, would you love to be at a bar with Jalen and Tony? Who else has this extreme booming? You know? I mean,
that's part of the reason. I'm not gonna lie. That's part of the reason why I don't even watch the show most of the time. Because
of the whining. We have got to.
Well, I mean, I got to join them tonight, though. The rest of the season, I'm just watching just for entertainment's sake. I'm sorry, I don't see a Super Bowl at all. Last year we had all.
Ducks in a row.
We literally had everything. We had everything. This is not the first time. It's not the second. It's actually the third. We had it with Cap. We had it with Jimmy. We had it with Purdy. Yeah. And yet these referees just do. I mean, I don't see us. I think the rapture's going to happen before we win another Super Bowl, Ronbo.
You think what's going to happen?
I think the rapture's going to happen before we have another Super Bowl.
Maybe.
It's not funny, bro. I hate this, man. I can't stand this. I lose my mind every time the Chiefs are playing.
Can't
stand that damn team.
No. We always go into this nosedive, fans-wise, whenever we lose 1 or 2 games. We've lost 3, and that's a bit dramatic, especially out of the first 5 games. I don't think we've had a season this bad in a long time. So.
Well, look. If you listen to Lombardi said actually we're better than where we were in 2021. And if you remember, we went all the way to NFC Championship game still, but. It's still like.
Oh, is that when the Rams? That's right.
Against the sorry ass Rams.
Yeah.
The only time I punched something harder than that.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, the only time I punched something harder when they won the Super Bowl was when we lost the Super Bowl. So I almost broke my floor.
I know. Isn't it crazy, the mood? And there's a lingering effect. For weeks, you just keep repeating to yourself, God, if only I just can't. You see, end up mumbling. We've had to go through that twice in the last 5-6 years.
Yeah, it's just, you know, the thing, Rob, is like, although I know it's still early, there's still a huge chance we can go all the way still, but it's like, this defense is suspect like crazy. A buddy of mine, you know, we had that chat and all this stuff. He said the second we had 10 points up, we're going to blow it. And that was around the middle. That was like the beginning of the third quarter. I was like, don't say that.
No,
and then sure enough, what happened? and then Jordan Mason. It was like clockwork. Either this team is cursed or somebody's in on the rig. Like we're all getting this game is rigged somehow.
A fumble. I didn't see that. I saw when he was carrying the ball. I thought to myself, fumble. And he did. Because I don't know what he was doing. He was trying to extend himself, but the ball was in a position where it was easy to take out because it's out here, and it was cut between his wrist and his bicep. And I said, oh no. And
but how does something like this, like this is just weird. Like Nostradamus weird.
Yes. I mean, it really is.
Like
coming up with ways
and it has to be against
games.
Another divisional team.
And JJ, the thing is,
and 10 points,
right? And then find a way to give the other team. It's like you guys, nobody beats you up, but you make damn well sure before the game's over, you come up with this miraculous turnover to make sure that they win. Or like Ronnie Bell, he's running downfield. We were well within field goal range. That game's over against the Rams. Ronnie Bell,
right.
Boom, bam! Oh, really? God.
I don't know, Rama. It's I'm honestly sick. I don't care. Call me whatever you want. I can't name 4 of the players on defense. I don't know who the hell they are.
There's been a lot of switching.
I don't know any of these players, man. And Geno Smith is going to whoever's got Dickhead and Metcalf. That's probably gonna fail.
Mooney's supposed to, and Mooney's got a bad wheel too. But he told everybody, I feel good. I feel good. Mooney, I wish you would just, you know what? I don't know who else we could have guard Metcalf.
But see, I've noticed Mooney is doing what Witherspoon, what Witherspoon used to do is run, not turn around. I'm like, what the hell is this about?
Well, I think they teach
I understand it. Yeah, they do. But I don't get it.
Well, you're supposed to, it's read and react. That way you could stay closer supposedly, but if I was a receiver, I'd be faking guys out all the time. Throw your hands up for no reason.
You have a fraction of a second to make a move, and what if it's underthrown? Which all these quarterbacks are smart enough to know. Hey, it's underthrow it.
It's gonna be pass interference because
gosh, Big Show, stop calling me.
Show's trying to get revenge when he's on your head on at the same time.
Big Show needs Jesus.
He's had several come to Jesus moments. Are you kidding me? He came in here and testified on several different occasions.
He wants nothing to do with him, Mama.
Well, JJ, every time I've ever asked you for a score when you've come in on these segments, what have you said? Is it L or W, or do you give some wild number? I think that's you with a wild number.
It's always a wild number.
Yeah.
Well, I don't even feel like playing anymore, Rob. I'm so upset with this. I don't even think we're gonna win tomorrow.
Hey, by the way,
who knows?
Put L next to JJ's name. Listen, if tomorrow
No, don't do that.
If we do win tomorrow, is that going to help any? I'm wondering if winning tomorrow means anything, because we're going to be thinking about, okay, fine, you got past the team that you should have beat. You lost to last week as well. You should have beat. You're not beating the Chiefs. Why? Because you shouldn't beat them. Most of us are going to start feeling that way at some point. Even the 49ers may be better in so many categories, they're still not beating the Chiefs. They've already proven they cannot and will not do it.
Well, Ronbo, I know you're always on the social media a lot, and I'm pretty sure you've been noticing a lot of people have been pointing out a lot of these questionable calls that the Chiefs have been getting. And thank God it's not just on our team anymore. Now
right.
Other teams are starting to notice it. So
TikTok's been going nuts on that. I think it's Tay-Tay.
Yeah, all these. I don't even have TikTok. I don't.
Oh, you should see some of the comical things they're doing about the Chiefs.
Oh, Tay-Tay. Never mind. I said JJ.
No, I mean Tay-Tay. I mean what they're saying about the situation in the league. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce having his first good game of the year, and they've still been winning. They're 5-0. Are they getting any outside help? Of course they are. They're getting some.
Come on, Rama.
I mean, it's all about their defense.
You think what a slap in the face it would be to be the first team to go 3 feet undefeated in the whole season. I'll stop watching it. This is where you were with the NBA. I'll just quit.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I ain't doing this no more. You guys are rigging the crap out of this.
It's frightening. Well, JJ, we're going to go. I'm going to tell you what, though. I will see you tomorrow. If we win, you got to come in. Especially if we win, you got to come in and say, JJ said, I told you. So I can say things like, I told you. I know we'd win this one. I just didn't want to get too crazy about it because people think I'm crazy.
I'll say one thing, Ronbo, is like I said it last week. As long as number 13 is on the field, we have a huge chance. But this defense is really suspect. He literally can't carry the whole team.
I know.
This defense is really.
We're gonna see. All right, JJ. Have a great night and do my best to the kids. JJ's got a great bunch of kids, and but we will see you tomorrow. JJ got to come in.
I enjoy your pizza.
I wish I had a pizza right now.
Right, nasty pork chops you make. No, I'm joking.
JJ, I'll see you tomorrow. I'm out.
Later, bud.
Does anybody still eat pork chops? I haven't had a pork chop, and I can't realize I haven't had a pork chop. Anyway, we're going to go. Thank you for the contributions, fam. Always appreciated. And please subscribe, will you? So we can see you again and get my subscriber count up. It looks lethargic. Oh, the young Montana escaped back in here. Oh, God, Montana, I told you, man, we're going to continue to play this ping pong game until you change that name. You're just disrespectful. It's hard to... Look, even Diner by Nature changed his name. You can't be in here insulting every 49er fan in here. All your other little dribble is fine, but you can't be that. You got to change your name. You only get it bounced off. Every chance I see you, you're out. Anyway, hey, gone, and we'll see you tomorrow. We're going to win this game. Why? Because it's time. Fam, believe. We're supposed to be the faithful. Remain faithful. We got this. And we're going to own first place until Sunday when the Cardinals play. Who do the Cardinals play? Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. We got it.